What's going on, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How are y'all doing today? It is Friday. Oh man, it has been. I felt like this was a longer week than usual. But either way, I am glad that we are here. I am glad that all of y'all are joining us today. Ah, okay. I got a couple quick housekeeping notes. First of all, let me give a quick shout out to Ashton, aka Stand Up Guy. Thank you so much for the Cash App. I appreciate you. Davion, you had also sent in a last minute Cash App during the Wednesday live. I didn't get a chance to address it, but I did want to first of all say thank you. You also included a question: how can they wrap up Hawkeye in episode 6 with 40 minutes left? I don't know. I don't know. If anything, it's just gonna be more setup. Don't be surprised if Hawkeye does more setting up for a season 2. And if it will potentially build up for future shows, especially Echo, that was announced. So I wouldn't be surprised if, Kingpin gets formally introduced. I wouldn't be surprised if Echo takes the Ronin suit and maybe she goes and does her own thing. I don't know, but I think if anything, the final ending for Hawkeye is going to be more setup than it is conclusion. But yeah, so there's that. Let's see, what else do I have to say? First off, shout out to the replay gang. I'm gonna try and go through a couple things today. As I talked about, we're obviously going to talk about Recast T'Challa and all the great news that happened during the week. And for some of y'all that are wondering, I don't know if you guys were privy to some of the drama that was going on during the week while all this was going down on Twitter. I will address the new rock stars drama. It's I'm gonna try not to get spicy with it. But I will address it because it's not a problem with new rock stars. It's a problem with how people gauge information, and we'll talk about that. We trust me. If y'all got questions, thoughts about Recast T'Challa, trust me, we about to go deep into it. That's gonna be the main topic later on. So trust me, we gonna get to it. But in other news, I know Wednesday, I had said that we might not have a Friday live chat next week. Well, the plan was that we were going to have a family vacation, and that was the primary reason why we wasn't going to do a chat. But unfortunately, plans changed. Some things unfortunately went down. And looks like the family vacation might not be happening. So things are still kind of up in the air. But I'll just say that, if I'm available to do a chat with y'all know I'm gonna do it. So y'all make sure to keep following me because I will always post updates. I'll post times, chats, all that stuff. Whenever we are going to actually go live and talk about things. So, it sucks. A little bad news. We ain't get the, family vacation that we really wanted to. It was really for the kids, luckily they didn't know about it. So, it's kind of hard for them to like get disappointed for what they don't know. But good news, I'll get to hang with y'all. So, you always got to find that silver lining and stuff, one way or another. Let's see, what else do we have anything else? I think I covered most of it. All right, let's get to some quick shout outs. Oh, y'all flying in. I love it. Y'all are flying in. Okay, so we're gonna get some quick shout outs and then we're gonna jump right into the news. Who we got? Joseph, thank you so much. Shout out to you. Rim 17, come on with it. Mod Squad's already in the building. We got the vets. Come on now. Top of the list. Miss Harper. Yes. How you doing, Miss Harper? Y'all already know how she get down. She got to be here nice and early. And I hope you can kick it with us the whole night. But if not, shout out to the replay gang. Either way, thank you so much. Mr. C, what is going on? Hello. Shawl is back. Got the vets. I love it. Showing up nice and early. Marcy X, hello. How are you, ma'am? Thank you so much for showing up. Let's see who else we got. There we go. Marvin Lees, hello. Thank you so much. Devin, what's going on, brother? Science is fun. Oh, you part of the replay gang. Okay. This is 1 a.m. for me. Excited to watch. Oh, that's dope. That is so dope. All right. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, and if you need your sleep, that's okay too. You can definitely come on back and check it out. It's gonna be good one way or another. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see. I saw some other name. Oh, my man, right there. Just my opinion of reviews. Let me tell y'all something right now. I do not currently have a spoiler-free review for y'all for Spider-Man No Way Home. I did give y'all my reaction, coming out the theater, so you do have something to go off of. But as you guys might have known, I've been super stupid busy. Like if I'm in New York, I was mad busy, son. Okay. Shout out to my peeps in New York. But nah, I was crazy busy. It was like the moment I saw No Way Home, I had interviews I had to do. I had podcasts that I was recording. And then I had to throw a watch party for Spider-Man. And like I barely have caught my breath, so like I just have not had time to do that. But I say all of that because my man, Just My Opinion Reviews, is here. I did record a spoiler of what was it? Was it like an hour and a half, 2 hours spoiler review with my man, Just My Opinion Reviews, on his channel. So you make sure if you want to know my deep spoilery thoughts, y'all know I don't really get into spoilers, but I do it elsewhere. You go subscribe to his channel, go check out that video. It's me, it's Elliot from Movie Files. We get down and dirty all up in No Way Home, talk about everything. So you can go check that out on this brother's channel, and you can find him on my YouTube channel, the favorite list and all that. So thank you so much, brother, for showing up. I appreciate you. Christian, what's going on? We got the Mod Squad vet in the building. The talented one, what's going on? Hello. Loyalty is love. I like that. How many That's your one right there. That's your one. Casey, hello. Let's see. Russ, what you got? I finished binging. Okay. What's going on? What's up? Okay, we got Dex hitting it up early with the support. Thank you so much. Denzel might not know him, but I say Damson Idris would be a solid BP. Catch you on the replay, gang. Thank you so much, Dex, for that. Hey, I already told you I'm really not that picky. I'm not that picky. Y'all want Damson Idris? Fine with me. Keep the roll going. That's all I care about. But we're gonna get into that. Don't you worry about it. Capria, what is going on? Hello. I'm so glad you're able to catch this as well. So good to see you. No Limit, what's going on? Hello. The real Django, my man, what's going on? Oh, we gonna talk about that too. We gonna talk about that. Oh, don't you worry. Angel, what's going on, brother? You got the vets in the building. Love to see it. I saw some others. Hold on. Let me get it. Oh, wait. I scrolled too fast. Oh, my homie Rhonda. Yes, ma'am. Hello. Good to see you as well. Cynthia's back. I love it. Yes, good to see you, ma'am. Good to see you. Nope, don't want that. What is it? Joy Gilling, what is going on? How you doing? We got the original vets in the building. Love to see it. Hold on. And let me see. Friggers belt out here whooping folks. Who's not to get up? Don't be whooping nobody in the chat. Not yet. Thank you. Jillian Oakley, what is going on? Hello. Chill Spot, what is up? How are you? Oh yes, my man Nelson V. What is going on, brother? Good to see you. I'm not gonna spoil No Way Home. Don't you worry about it. Alib is in the building. Good to see you. Daniel Rodriguez, what's going on, man? Easy, what is up? My man Marcus J. Hello, what's going on? We got the Bad A 9,000. It's over 9,000. Oh yes, what's up, Steven or Stefan? What is going on? Danielle, hello. IMAX is here. Chris S, what is up? Hello. Oh, okay. Let me get to this comment here. Woo! All right, Marcus J. Tony Baker damn near did a whole episode on Recasting T'Challa. Yes, he did. I peeped that. I did. Let me tell you something. Be on the lookout. For some things. I told you I got some stuff cooking. I got some things in the works. Don't you worry about a thing. I'm trying to tell you. So just keep an eye out, and we will get it cracking very, very soon. Hold on one second. Unfortunately, people don't know that I'm on a live, and that's the time. Everybody always want to call me right when I start a live. Like that's when I get all the messages, texts, IMs, call. I'm like, come on, how long we been doing lives? How long? I don't. It's okay. It's all right. They'll get it. They'll get it. All right, all right, all right. Rizzle, Danielle, what's up? What's up? Shayla Soul for the millions. Matthew Morgan, what's going on? Joining us on Facebook. Stain, what's up? What's up? Oh, we live, baby. Marcus J, get your buy on verbal cardio right now, or no bun for you. Hey, he was doing some good stuff. Tony Baker was doing some good stuff on there. I really appreciated my man coming out to support the cause for sure. Thank you so much. Terramata, what you got? Wow, No Way Home. What an emotional movie. Recast T'Challa. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's see. Marcus, new rock stars hidden. I want names. We will get to that. Trust me. We will get into it. We will get into it. I promise you. I promise you. Stay tuned. It's coming. It's coming. Oh, thank you so much. Marcus with the cup, but come with it. 175 people in here. Get them likes up, or you getting snapped over to the new rock star all pun station. Oh boy. Oh boy. We don't want to do that. We don't want to hurt him now. We don't want to hurt him. Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate you. I see what's going on. Let's see. Do you think if Bob Iger was still the CEO of Disney, that he would allow Marvel to kill off T'Challa? I doubt it, because he was so proud of Black Panther. Here's the thing. Here's what I would say to that. I don't think Bob Iger would want to make that decision the same way Kevin Feige didn't want to make that decision. This came from Nate Moore, and he consulted with Ryan Coogler, and amongst them, and maybe others were involved, but they didn't really say. All we know is that Nate Moore is on record saying that he went to Ryan Coogler to talk about it, and the decision not to recast was made in minutes. So again, all I can do is go off of what they say. I can't go making up stuff. I'm not speculating stuff. I'm not going to assume nothing. They said they made the decision in minutes. Nate Moore has been the real lead for Black Panther anything. So if anything, it's all on him. And I think that Kevin Feige and even Bob Iger, they all kind of like defer to them and be like, okay, this y'all thing. Like, we put y'all in charge of this. What do you think we should do? So I think they're following their lead more so than anything else. Thank you so much. Oh, Brooke. Oh, you are back. Oh my, what? Don't call it a comeback. Woo, Brooke, where you been, ma'am? Oh my goodness. He just gonna come with the hard hitting. What's going on, ma'am? Oh man, y'all. When I tell y'all, Brooke been here forever. Just supporting the chat. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Brooke. You so appreciated. You really are. You really, really are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see what we got. Hold on. We got Cuzzo in the building. See, I spoke up my peeps in New York, and all of a sudden Cuzzo came right in, waiting for my show on the No Way Home to start, but wanted to support. Can't wait to catch a replay. Thank you so much. Make sure you stay for both post-credit scenes. There are 2 post-credit scenes. Don't miss them. Man, I had people, let me tell you something. I saw people walking out almost on I had to usher people back. Like, hold on, no. That's not how we gonna do. Y'all go sit down. Y'all go sit down. There are 2 credit scenes. Y'all not brand new. We've been doing this for 10 years. Go sit down. Cuzzo, thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Give my love to the family. Let's see. Diane. Oh my gosh, Diane, come on. Diane with the support. Oh, hey, man, your good works are shining all over. Sending in memory of my mom who passed. Oh, no. Oh, I'm so sorry, Diane. I am so sorry for your loss. Oh, sending prayers, condolences to you and your family. That is such a, we lost our mother, my mother-in-law, a little while ago, and we're still feeling it. And it's just one of those things where, like, I don't think you ever really get over something like that, but you just kind of learn how to live with it. But all you can ask for is like just time, space, love, understanding, and I'm hoping that you get all of that for you and your family. So my condolences and thank you so much for the support. All right, hopefully we can give you a good show today. We're gonna uplift your spirits and we're gonna keep your mom uplifted as well. So thank you so much, Diane. I appreciate you. Let's go. What we got? Dion Sumter, thank you so much. E-Man, you started a movement, brother. Thank you for going against the status quo. Recast T'Challa is realer than ever. Hey. I mean, we doing some things. I told y'all from the jump it was gonna be a bumpy ride. I told y'all it was gonna be a marathon. And here's the thing, it's still not done. Like, I think we have a temporary win, and we will talk about it later, but it's still not done. There's still more minds to be changed. And man, when we gonna get into it, trust me. But thank you, Dion. I appreciate you. Thank you. Kano, what you got? Fresh off a replay, gang. Just saw No Way Home. Dope. But what's coming? Recast T'Challa. Thank you so much for that. We don't know what's coming at this point, and I'm not gonna go into spoilers here just because we don't really understand what the direction is. So we will find out probably in the next. I would think that whatever happens in Doctor Strange, that will give us a better idea of what to expect in the future. Because keep in mind, Doctor Strange 2 was supposed to come before Spider-Man. It was supposed to come before. But Marvel, and I keep telling y'all this, don't let people fool you talking about things are in production, so nothing can change. Shut up. It's not true. Because of the pandemic, Marvel was like, you know what? We gonna move Spider-Man up ahead of Doctor Strange. We gonna move Doctor Strange further down, and we're gonna change the entire script, the plot of Spider-Man to accommodate that change. They did that while production was happening for Spider-Man No Way Home. Tom Holland already came out and reported it. He was like, man, we was in the middle. I was asking the director, what's supposed to happen here? And he was like, I don't know. Why are you asking me? I don't know. Marvel over here changing everything. That's how Marvel is. That's how flexible Marvel is. Okay. I really need people to understand this. Marvel can do whatever they want to do. Long answer for all that little short question. Thank you so much, though, for that support. Appreciate you. What you got for me, Marcy? Oh, come on now, Marcy. Marcy be out here blessing people. Hold on. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna follow you. Hold on. Let me see what we got here. Jesus, Marcy, you are too good. Come with it. Come on. Oh, Marcy. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Marcy, let me tell y'all something. Marcy be like out here blessing this channel like nobody's business. Thank you, ma'am. So I didn't even want to put your business out there like that, but thank you. Wow. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, ma'am. So much love. Thank you. And Fontaine, thank you that's my man Tane, bro, thank you so much. All right, you want to okay, I don't want to say that little spoiler there. But thank you, Tane, my brother. All right, thank you for the cash app, bro. I appreciate you. Let's see what we got. Alejandro, hey man, glad to catch this live. I'm glad you can make it too, man. Alejandro, stop that, man. Oh, bro, you've been a vet for like 2 years. Stop it, man. What you mean? Maybe you out here playing. Giving props to Derrick Gaines. He's doing better. Good. Is Derrick in here? Have we seen him? I don't know if I haven't heard from him. I know he checked in last time and said he was all right. But bro, if you're listening, we still praying out there for you, making sure that you all good. I know you had the little health scare or whatnot. Hopefully you doing good because the whole E-Vet, the E-Vets, the E-Fam, the E-Team, we all supporting one another one way or another. So, but yes, thank you so much, Alejandro. I appreciate you. Ty, paying my offerings. Catch you on the replay. Got to watch spoiler review. Just saw No Way Home. Yes, go. I understand. The replay will be here for you, Ty. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Lloyd, what you got? Longtime replay gang, all good, all good. Finally catching alive. No Way Home was fire. Loved the JMO spoiler. Oh, okay, good. So you heard the Just My Opinions reviews discussion, and I'm a Recast T'Challa soldier out here defending the cause in the comment sections across the net, respectfully, of course. Thank you. Thank you. I cannot. And again, I'm gonna go into this. But we talked about it a little bit last week. I appreciate y'all keeping this so civil with the conversations on Recast T'Challa because it's an emotional issue. It's understandable that a lot of people that don't watch my lives, when they don't watch these videos, they don't read the articles, they don't know. All they know is just people saying a hashtag, and then they associate it with other hashtags they've heard in the past. They just go crazy. Like, some folks just don't know what they're talking about, and it takes a little while to get them on board, to give them the information, to give them the other perspectives, to shatter some of the preconceived notions that they had. So I appreciate y'all so much for doing that and doing it in a civil way. Because the thing I hate the most, and we're gonna talk about this too, what I hate the most is when people try and paint everybody that supports Recast T'Challa with an ugly, just with a quick brush and be like, oh, y'all are this, y'all are that. I'm like, yo, don't be talking about the fam like that, okay? Because you don't know what you're talking about. You might have like one or two little interactions with somebody, and then now you want to judge all 5,000 people that sign up. Get out of here. Oh, we gonna talk. Oh, we gonna get on this. We're gonna get on this. Sorry. Marcus J, thank you, brother, so much. What these Yvette shirts gonna look like? Man, I've been asking y'all for a design. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? Okay, I think what I'll do. What do y'all think about this? All right. So since we here now, what if it's just the logo, and then if I can get the E fam, E team, Yvette, like, would that work? I don't know. But to be honest with y'all, I've been so busy. It just hasn't been on my list. I'm sorry. Like, when interviews we call a podcast watch, it's just not on the list. It don't mean I don't care. It's just my mind can only take so much. And then I forget I have to eat dinner. And then I'll be like, dang, it's like 3:00 in the morning. I got to wake up and drop the kids off at school. And I'm sure I'm going to try and get it done. I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver. I'm going to try and work on it by this week because I think I got a couple days off. So I'm going to try and get some things off my plate. But it is on the to-do list. And trust, listen, like I said, if y'all have an idea of what a shirt looks like. So, for example, let's say you see somebody else's shirt or somebody else's logo, and you see that, whatever. I'm not saying it's got to be mine or you got to be a Photoshop artist or nothing. If you see something else, DM me. You know what I'm saying? Like, DM me an image on Facebook, not my personal page. I don't be checking stuff on my Eman's movie review page. DM me some images. Twitter, you could DM me, I think, or just tag me or whatever. And then, like, if you got some inspiration, we could work off of that. I'll do something and mix it up myself from there. But if you got ideas, shoot them my way, and then we gonna get that cracking real soon. Let's see, Diane. Oh, come on, back with it. Donation to the chat and Anthony Mackey's name. Diane, how you go? You did okay. I'm sorry. I was about to get you mixed up with the other Diane for a sec. I was about to say, like, wait a minute now. Well, I know you did not go from 0 to 60 in just like 2 seconds. Okay. You just came out of nowhere with the violence. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, Diane. Thank you. I appreciate you. I can't live. I can't live. Like, I get what's the Rodney Dangerfield? I get no respect. Just no respect. Wait a minute. Who said that? See, this is why we missed Brooke. This is why we miss Brooke. This is why. This is why. This is why. This is why. This is it. That's it. I ain't gonna comment on it. That's why we miss Brooke. If you have not just Brooke, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Yes, my man, Derrick Gaines. Yes, good to see you, brother. I hope you are doing well and doing good. I am so happy to see you here. Good, good, good. Thank you, thank you, thank you, brother, for showing up. Hoping that everything is working out very well for you, bro. Buzz 703. Thank you, brother. Recast T'Challa. What's up, E-Man? What is going on with you, bro? Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. E-gang is the right answer. I like that. I like that. Let's see. Marcus, so were you in LA for verbal cardio? I was not. Did I see your shadow behind the camera? I will go yell at Tony too. I'm a proud member of the Patreon. Say, hey, go listen. I've been trying to get in touch with Tony for a minute. I was not there. But I've been trying to get Tony in there for a minute. Like, yo, bro. Like, but here's the thing. Like, I'm glad that he's already voiced his support for Recast T'Challa. That's all I needed, really. So I'm glad he's on there. I hope Kevin on Stage is on there too. The real person I'm trying to go for. By the way, y'all do not have to go after Van Lathan. I have actually talked to Van Lathan. We've chopped it up a little bit. We chit chatted. We got some things working that might happen. They might not. It's okay. Either way. But I have talked to him. So thank y'all so much. When I tell y'all, like, when y'all help, when y'all give y'all support, y'all be contacting these folks and hitting them up, it works. I'm just saying it works. So yes, Van Lathan, he's pro Recast T'Challa. Now whether I get on this podcast or not, that's something that might happen. Here's the thing: if what he has cooking up does happen, we wouldn't need a podcast. Matter of fact, that if he can pull off what we talked about, I'm not going to disrespect our conversation. If we can pull off what he talked about, it'll break the internet. I'm just telling you right now. Like, I put it to you like this. You remember how, like, when Nate Moore came on his show and had that whole conversation and the internet just went crazy and blah, blah, blah. Oh, Marvel's doubled down and all that. If we can do what Van Lathan might have cooking up, double that, break that. So if it happens, it's cool. If not, that's also cool. But let me just tell you, thank you so much. I'm gonna tell you this: the next person we going after right now, I want to see what's up with Nick Cannon. I want to see what's up with Nick Cannon. I'm gonna try and hit him up myself and be like, "Yo, Nick Cannon, what's up?" Because I see you got a new little talk show, and it looked like you need some guests. I could be that guest for you. I can help a brother out. So we're gonna try and go for Nick Cannon next. We're not going harass him, but we're gonna inquire. We're gonna be like, hey, Nick Cannon, what up with Recast T'Challa, bro? Yes, we're gonna go there. Thank you so much, Marcus. Jet, what is up? Thank you so much. First time chatting with you live. Been following your movement and much respect to you. Class act, happy holidays to you and the family. Recast T'Challa. Jet, thank you so much. And welcome. Thank you for joining the chat and supporting as well. My goodness, that is so great. I appreciate you. Oh, I like that. Emans. I'm gonna have to get an image of Terrence Howard. Be like E-Man's crew. That's funny. I like that. You know what, Brooke? I might mess around and make that for you. I got too much time on my hands right now. Y'all just who said that? See? Yes, exactly. See, I can't do that with y'all right now. Player Rabbit, what's going on? Where's your comment? Did you comment again? Let me see. I'm trying to scroll. I don't see it, but thank you so much. Try and post your comment again. And I'll keep a quick eye out for it to see if I can catch it. But thank you so much for the contribution. My man, Matthew Collins, what's going on, brother? What's going on? All right. So, hey, just tuning in for the first time in a while. Just finished the newest episode of Hawkeye. The big guys in the MCU. That's right, big guy, fat hand. We already know what it is. Make sure you go check out our last live where we break down the whole episode and talk about it. But yes, we all know what's gonna happen. Let me tell you, let me tell you, it's gonna be some. If we can do it, I guarantee. If I don't now, here's the thing. Given the most recent news that we will talk about, I don't know if it will still happen, but if it does happen, it'll break it. It'll break it for real, for real. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get to just some quick news, just some quick stuff. I know, I'm sorry. Some of y'all be coming in like, why? I came for the news and I'm here for shenanigans. I'm sorry. I'm getting to the news. I'm gonna do the job. Now we gonna talk a little bit about No Way Home. Nothing crazy and no spoilers at all. Not doing that whatsoever. But I did just want to break. I just saw this early and I just thought it was kind of interesting to see and talk about. But Spider-Man No Way Home, it just broke a record. It is the third highest of all time, bringing in 50 million in the Thursday box office. And this is like the closest thing to Endgame. This is like Endgame like numbers. The reason why I brought this up is because this right here is indicative of, I would say, the power of theaters. Remember when people was talking about, oh, theaters are gonna die. Yeah, that's it. Theaters are gonna just go away. I told y'all this is where the money resides. Not in streaming. It's in there. One day, 50 million. There are movies that would love to get 50 million in a lifetime of production. Okay. This is what movie going experiences are all about. This is it. This is why I was saying from the jump, you want to have blockbuster movies. This, if anybody, for those of y'all that have seen No Way Home, could you really sit here and tell me that this is a movie you would see for the first time on your laptop or on your phone because it's streaming? Come on now. Don't come on now. Shame the devil. Come on now. Don't do that. Like, this movie was something that needed to be seen in theaters, and it was dope. It was dope. So it's out there making real money. And it's for me, it was like obviously a huge sign that during a pandemic, there are still people out there, by the way, that are not comfortable going to theaters. Keep that in mind. So what does that tell you? If there was no pandemic, this movie would probably be making even more money than it is right now. And we're not even counting the word of mouth. This is literally like that one. I've heard people saying, like, I'm still going to go see it today. People in this chat, man, I ain't seen it yet. Don't say no spoilers. The money is coming. It's still coming. I already went to go see this movie for a second time. Matter of fact, I did want to share with y'all because I told y'all I was doing the watch party. And the watch party was like, oh my gosh, that right there. That's what over 100 tickets look like right there. Bought that sucker out for the fam, for the friends, had some followers in here. This right here was everything. I'm trying to tell you. I absolutely was so happy. Y'all see the balloons and stuff too. Like, we had people just showing up. People just wanted to show up and be like, yo, I don't know what's going on. Can I take a picture? You see the red carpet. You see the little red carpet there too. We have to do it. We have to do it proper. We have to do it proper for the watch party. Right after the movie, people didn't know it yet. Had a nice little setup and everything. People was able to get their little water bottles and little hats and shirts. Shout out to Sony and all the studios for helping the brother out. And shout out to Marcus Theaters too. But yeah, look at that. People got their nice little Spider-Man posters and everything. The people showed out. The kids was there. Everybody was having a good old time. And y'all, we had a special guest. I don't know. I know. Y'all be talking about, like, E-Man, you interview celebrities and stuff like that. That's cool and all. But how many of y'all done met the man? Look who dropped in. Look who done dropped in out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, just dropping in, taking pictures with the fam. Just like that. And with the kids. Look at the kids, y'all. Look at the big old smile on the kids' faces. You got to love it. That's my homie right there. That's the homie right there. But listen, that right there is exactly what movies should be all about. It's about the experience. That's what the theaters are all about. And by the way, I gotta say, if Spider-Man No Way Home was janky as ever, that whole watch party would have fell apart. Because it don't matter what free stuff they get, don't matter what type of things happening. If the movie suck, everything suck. Okay, so I'm real happy that No Way Home was actually a really good movie, and totally worth going to. But my goodness, I mean, for me, just the mere fact that where is it at? Let me see. You see the kids' faces. The kids are all that's what they had such a blast at this thing. Oh, that right there. That's what these characters are all about. That's what these movies are all about. It's not about just us. It's also about the kids. Okay. We gonna get to that point later on too. Oh my goodness. All right, let me see. Hold on. I think I saw some violence earlier. Hold on, let me see. Here we go. My man, see, you see what happened? My man came right back. Just right back. Let's see. I heard Anthony Mackie and Venom made you some mac and cheese that was half baked, brought to you by the crew from F9. Don't call it a comeback, been here for years. Wow. What kind of my man took a short hiatus and came back and delivered an 8-piece combo just like that. Just like that. Bro, I thought we was like right here. I thought we was right here. You just no respect. Just no respect, I tell you. Oh man. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Derrick. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh man. Oh man. What we got? There we go. Play a rabbit. All right. Spider-Man No Way Home. Now Miles Spidey got next. Hey, hopefully we'll see. I mean, that's not a spoiler. We don't know. But yes, we are hoping for it. And we do have the trailer already dropped for Into the Spider-Verse. I hate the fact that they only told us it was for part 1 though. I'm like, dang it. Like, I don't like going into a movie knowing that it's a part 1. That part I don't like. Now, if it's to be continued afterwards, okay, that's different. But I just don't like that because I know wherever you end the movie, I'm gonna be like, this some bull. Give me the second one right now. I just know that's how I'm gonna feel. But anyway, thank you so much for that. Man, I'm telling y'all, man, the next time, what's the next time we doing a watch party? It might be for Doctor Strange 2, I think. But man, if y'all ever be in Chicago, let me know because I will definitely. I usually do them on opening day or the day before opening day. So yes, if you are in Chicago and you want to attend one of these watch parties, it's a blast. It is a good time. I'm trying to let you know. I'm trying. Listen. Straight Popeye's biscuit, no drink, just like that, out of nowhere. Dang, what I do to y'all? Friggin' bell. When are we getting E-Man Celebrity Pajama Party? It'll be a hit like After Dark. You'll see. When I get that status, ain't no celebrities gonna answer my call now. Shoot, I wish. You mean? Hold on. No, I can't say that. I don't want to get in trouble. Listen, when I can, I will. Trust me. Trust you, me. Oh, man. When I can, I will. All right. Thank you so much for that. All right, let's get on to the first one. We got a new reboot coming from Kick-Ass. Do y'all remember this movie? It sounds like this movie is going to be a big reboot that will be effing nuts. And this comes from director Matthew Vaughn. He says he can't even talk about it. Let me read what he had to say. Let's see. What does he say? Okay. Okay. Yeah, he was doing another interview or whatnot. But he said, because I think the clues is in the title, I think Kick-Ass, it became a new type of genre. Everyone went like, whenever we made it, everyone was like, oh, you can't make R-rated superheroes. All right, yada yada yada. Okay. Yeah, okay. So yeah, he really can't talk much about what's gonna happen. But he did say, and this was like during a Kingsman interview, I want to say. But he did say that they're gonna do a reboot. I'm actually a little surprised that they're doing that. Because I was kind of thinking to myself that like couldn't you could still kind of do a continuation, couldn't you? Like, do you have to do uh a reboot? I don't know. So I don't know. How y'all feeling? Like, would you want a not Kingsman? Would you want a kick-ass reboot with like new characters and all that? Or would you want a continuation? Because I was thinking, like, man, you could still do like a Hit Girl sequel if you wanted to. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. It's been a while since I've seen Kick Ass though. I remember really liking it when it came out. I just couldn't even tell you if it's like if it holds up because I haven't rewatched it in a long time. I don't know. I don't even know if a reboot or sequel is needed. I don't know. Let's see what you got here. Donnell, I'm in Chicago. Oh man, okay, all right, all right. Hey, listen, next time we do it, you know what? Honestly, when I was doing this watch party, because the websites were crashing, I couldn't get a bigger theater like I normally would. So I had to get the smallest theater. And by the time I invited family and friends and other people it filled up so quick. So I couldn't even like open it up to the public like I really love doing. But yes, I got you next time. We're gonna make that happen. Let's see what we got here. Tyson saw No Way Home without ever seeing the non-MCU Spider-Man films. I've got some catching up to do. Which ones can I skip? None of them. Watch all of them. Yeah, watch all of them. I mean, if you want to understand all the references in the movie, you should go watch all of them. So that's all I can tell you without getting into spoilers. And please, by the way, do not post any spoilers for No Way Home because some people have not actually seen it yet. Hold on. Do we have an issue? No? Okay. Okay. All right. I thought there was an issue. All right, Matthew, what you got? Wife didn't like it. Sea Dog doesn't approve of it. Really? Really? Oh, interesting. Oh, might have to look into that. All right, bro. All right. So let's see. The people wait, you ain't never seen it? No, I never seen Kick Ass? Okay. All right. Pass. Okay. Sequel will be better. Okay. All right. All right. See, we don't need a reboot. I'm interested. I'd rather see Kick Ass older. Yeah, I kind of would too. I think I would. Listen, I'll take Aaron Taylor Thomas or Johnson. He can come back. I'll be fine with that. But anyway, we'll see. Let's see. Yes, this is true. No spoilers, please. No spoilers. That is gonna be a problem. So please don't do that. All right, let's move on to the next topic because we still got so much stuff to talk about. All right, well, we gonna keep on this reboot train. All right, so for my old school heads out there, how y'all feeling about this? So yes, that's right. There supposedly is going to be a Goonies reboot that is going to happen on Disney Plus. Yes, more Goonies. This is a little tricky. I mean, it's not too much really reported on it except that it's going to be on Disney Plus. I don't know how to feel about this, mainly because I mean, I watched the Goonies, man, years ago. I mean, golly, I think it has to be like 10 years since I've seen it. And I enjoyed it. Like, I thought it was really cool. It was fun for what it was. I didn't grow up with Goonies. I mean, I was like too busy being born. So it didn't have that deep impact that I know it does for a lot of other people. Like right here, my man, straight classic, right? And I get that. But I'm just sitting here wondering, like, man, like, is it gonna have that same impact on audiences today? Because to me, I'm like, that's when reboots matter. When you can take something, revitalize it, and make it fresh and brand new for a new generation, right? Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. If and here's the thing, I totally understand if you grew up with Goonies, if you're like, yo, leave the classics be. But the question is, do you think that a new Goonies would work if they modernized it for today's generation? That's the real question. Is it worth redoing? Is it worth revisiting for the younger generation that, let's just say, never saw Goonies before? Because my guess is whatever this reboot is, it might have some little nostalgia for older folks, but it probably is not going to be meant for anyone over the age of 30. That's kind of my guess. I don't know. I could be wrong too. What you got here, Matthew? Hey, you guys! As an OG head that saw the original, this is just wrong. Okay, all right. That's how you feeling. Okay, I understand. I understand. Listen, hey, a lot of times we feel protective over these things that we grew up with, you know, and I totally get it. Totally get it. But that's why I said, is there a way to get these younger kids to care about it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Joy, you saying leave my Goonies alone? Okay. All right. Nelson, you never watched the Goonies. Oh man, go ahead and check that out. Go ahead and check that out. I mean, it's still in the 80s, but go ahead and check that out. It's definitely something I would say you want to say you've at least seen it. You want to check it off and be like, all right, now whether it still works for you or not, that's a different story. But it's definitely a nice movie to have in that feather in your cap. Let's see. Ooh, nope, and no. Okay, okay, all right. Let's see. What'd she say, Adam? No way the story doesn't fit today's society. Possible. Very possible. I mean, I get, yeah, yeah. And that's actually really difficult to do, right? Because a lot of things that used to work in the 80s, they don't work here. Not today. Oh my gosh. If you about to have a cancel culture coming out, like the hyenas coming out ASAP. What? So, all right. So it looks like most folks are not for this. But we'll see what happens. All right, what's the next one? We got another one, another reboot, and we're gonna go back even further, even further. So you got to be an old head. Granted, I mean, I was watching the old replays when I was at grandma's house. Anyway, Zorro apparently is getting a reboot, and they are going to get Wilmer Valderrama to star in it from that 70s show. You might remember him. I also remember him from his little MTV show, and I don't know if any of y'all remember this, but he used to have that little show, Your Mama. Let me tell you something. If he come in this Zorro project talking about, if he drop one Yo Mama joke, I'm tuning off. I'm turning the whole thing off. But yes, they're gonna try and redo Zorro again. Um, this is hard because for me, I'm like, I don't want to stand in the way of representation. This was like one of the first Latino superhero, well, not super, but hero, super. Well, I guess he kind of was a superhero, a vigilante hero. I don't want to take that away from nobody. If the if the Latinx population, if they cool with this, it's cool with me. Now, I don't know how true this is. I heard that one thing that they were trying to do was trying to modernize this. Don't just take this with a grain of salt. But I read somewhere real quick, and it could be wrong, that they were going to change up Zorro and make him like a computer hacker instead. And I was like, if that was even remotely true, throw the whole thing away now. Just throw it away. I don't want to see no Zorro as a computer hacker. For what? Like the whole point of Zorro is a mask and a sword. Not like a beanie cap and a USB drive. Like, no, no, I don't want that. That I don't want. I don't want. I don't want it. I don't know how they're gonna modernize this at all. But I mean, to me, if you want to do like maybe a young Zorro and you still keep it in the time period, like where, back, what was it, the 40s or something like that, the 20s, take it all the way back, fine. You could kind of do something with that, but I don't know. I'm not, I'm, Derrick Gaines, how you feeling? You good on it? Yeah, I understand. Let's see. DC, yes, he is going to be playing Zorro. He is going to play Zorro. Now, what type of Zorro? I don't know. Let's see. Rizzo, you love Wilmer, but no, I do too. I do too. Yeah, I I'm just saying, when I heard this news, I didn't get excited. I did not get excited. I'll be honest. But like I said, I'm not part of the Latinx community, so maybe they feel different. I don't know. Like Zorro is a popular pop culture character and icon, so maybe. Yeah. Oh, Angel, what you got? I represent the Latino community and we don't want it. Well, damn. Okay. I will let you speak and not me. Okay, bro. Oh man, thank you. Matthew Collins. Hard pass. Antonio was the best Zorro. Antonio Banderas was dope as Zorro. Woo! Man. I, that was okay. No, I remember watching like the original, the black and white one, but I was like real little. I didn't really appreciate it as a kid. I just thought it was cool that the dude was running around with a mask and a sword. And I definitely, how like when the paper towel is run out and you get the rolls right after, I take like 2 or 3 rolls, put them together, and I just be running around like Zorro, hey, like I just do that. I don't know. Maybe I was the only one that did that, but as a kid, I would always do that. So Zorro did have some impression on me. But I will say Antonio Banderas killed that role. He did that thing. Yes, so we fully agree with that. Let's see. Don't do that, Rizzo. Don't do that. Don't do the height discrimination on him, because the camera, if they zoom in, he'll be tall enough. Let's see. Position for Millions. Has Hollywood lost its creativity? You can't reboot everything. They gonna try, and I'm gonna try not to go into a rant, but I want people to understand why reboots happen. The reason why reboots and sequels happen is because of familiarity, right? It's because audiences, they pay money for things they're familiar with. Audiences are not always as ambitious with new properties. Now, for a lot of us that watch a lot of movies, watch a lot of TVs, you can give us something new and we'll give it a shot, right? But for a lot of the average folks out there, they need something that is familiar, and that's what will keep them coming, and that's what will keep them paying money. Once again, this is why I tell people, this is why characters that are recast stay relevant. Okay. What did my man Matthew just say? Antonio Banderas. Nobody would have even been talking about it. Nobody would even remember that he was Zorro if this news of recasting didn't happen. Do you see where I'm going with this? Okay. Zorro keeps getting recast. Zorro came out, I want to say Zorro was like the very first comic book character on like TV movies depiction. That was in like 1929. Don't quote me on that, but I want to say it was like 1929. Okay. We're talking about him in 2021 because he's being recast. Even if they're changing the story, even if they're doing something different, the fact that this character is being recast, people will look into him. People will go remember the old actors, even the act. Oh, let me ask y'all a question. If this sucks, if Wilmer comes in and sucks, this is terrible. Let's say this new one is terrible. Does that ruin Antonio Banderas' legacy as playing Zorro before? I want to see the questions for this one. I want to see the answers for this one. I want to see that. I'm gonna go back up there. Just let me know if y'all. Some of y'all already saying y'all don't even want to see this. Some of y'all already saying y'all don't want to see this. Is this going to have any effect on what Antonio Banderas did before? Because it's recast. Get out my face with this nonsense. It's disrespectful to recast the role. The legacy is going to be tarnished and, but it's a different franchise. That's not how entertainment works. Recasting keeps you relevant. It keeps your name in people's mouths. It keeps you on top of things. Stop it. I've told y'all. Ain't nobody talking about the Bionic Man. Most people under 30, unless you Google them, you wouldn't even be able to answer who the actor was. How many times have we seen articles or news or videos about Mantis? Some of y'all like Mantis. Who? Y'all talking about the one in Guardians of the Galaxy? No, I'm talking about the comic book character Mantis, played by Carl Lumley. You know why nobody talks about that? Because it's never been recast. The average person is not going to remember these things. Now, some of us older folks that actually watch it, of course, we can, Steve Austin, Bionic Man. Yeah, I get that. I'm talking about the average person that's younger, in a younger generation, that's never been exposed to it. They're not going to know these things until they're recast. The only time a Bionic Man was actually relevant was when Mark Wahlberg almost was going to recast it, but then he dropped it, and that was it. That was the last time we talked about Bionic Man since the 1980s. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. Man, so much disrespect for Antonio Banderas. Oh my gosh. Legacy dead. That disrespect. Friggers Belt, what you got? My class had us do a remake pitch decks. My team did 3 men and a baby. I like that. I love that movie so much. With Chris Evans, Anthony Mackie, and Sebastian Stan as the baby daddy. That's reboot material. That actually could work. I'm not even gonna lie. That actually could work. And yes, I would pay to go see that. I really, you know what? Hey, for your project, here's what you should have done. Who's gonna be the voice of the baby? Chris Pratt. Might as well make Chris Pratt. He want to be the voice of everything. Just go ahead. Fresh off of Mario. He just gonna come in and be the baby too. There you go. If you get an A on the project, it's all good. It's all good. Come on with it. Thank you, Friggins Belt. Philosophical. Do Mexicans identify with as Latinx? I don't know. I'm not that savvy with it, because I know there's a difference between Hispanic and Latinx. And to be very honest with you, I forget. I know one has to do with like coming from Spain or Spanish speaking, and I don't know. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm not that smart right now. The best thing I would say is you might want to ask some Mexicans. I don't know. I wish. But thank you so much. Let's see. Angel, I think they are rebooting it. Taika Waititi is rebooting Flash Gordon. So boom, you got your wish. Let's see. All right. Sorry, I had to do a lot of scrolling there. Donnell, what you got? I recall the lead in Spartacus passing after season 1, and wouldn't you know it, they got it recast. Yes, they did, right there. Yeah, like actor passed away and got recast, and everyone understood. I remember I didn't even watch Spartacus. I didn't watch it. I heard it was really good up until that point. But I didn't hear anybody saying, this is disrespectful. Oh my gosh, how could you? Everyone understood. And I know a lot of people that are anti-recast like to gloss over this, even though this right here is a direct apples to apples comparison. You got the main actor in the same franchise recast after the actor passed away. It's literally apples to apples. Not one, no, nobody was out here. This is terrible. This is bad. Oh my, how could you? Legacies tarn. Nobody said that. That was not the dominating story whatsoever. Everybody was sad that the actor passed away. Everybody was like really upset, like just like, damn, that's really messed up. And then when they recast, they was like, yeah, the show goes on. We understand. That was the sentiment. That is how people felt. Now, whether the show did good or not afterwards, it doesn't matter. That's a whole different conversation. Because even if the show didn't end off on a good foot, it had nothing to do with what happened before. Anyway, thank you, Donnell. Appreciate you. James, the legacy is gonna be tarnished. I'm crying. They really sound like that. It just be so annoying. Like, I know people mean well. I really do. I know. I'm just like, have you ever like questioned what you're saying? I do it all the time. Like, whenever I come up with an opinion or something, I be sitting there like, okay, does that make sense? Do I really feel this? Ooh, no, this don't. Maybe I should stop saying it. Like, I'm like, what do you mean? Where did this concept come from? Sometimes I feel like it's just that group think. You heard somebody say it, you ain't never think about it, so you just kept repeating it because you felt it. And when you felt it, you just went with the feeling, but you didn't think about it. There's when I tell y'all, we operate in two different modes, the way we feel and how we think. And sometimes those things are not in line. Okay, they are not. We gonna get into that later too. Ooh, we gonna talk about that. Ooh, we gonna get into that. Okay. Derrick Games, what's going on? Lee Majors was the Bionic Man. He also had a show called The Fall Guy. He did. I didn't know that. Where he was a stuntman and a bounty hunter. I had no idea. Before my time. But thank you for putting this on. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah. So anywho, let's go on to the next topic. We're gonna keep it. Okay, we're gonna keep it with the Latinx. We're gonna keep it with the Latinx flavor. Blue Beetle update. As y'all know, Blue Beetle was going to be a new DC superhero. I want to say this was gonna be their first Latinx character that was going to get a movie of their own for DC. And this was like really, really cool. Again, nice little thing for representation and all that. Now, previously, when we talked about this before, this was during the pandemic. This movie was supposed to go straight to HBO Max. However, there's been a bit of a shift. DC's Blue Beetle is now going to move from HBO Max in favor of a theatrical release. And it's going to hit the big screen in August of 2023. And listen, let me tell you something. I think that this is fantastic. This is exactly what needs to happen so that you can have that representation out there. Yes, LP, I'm right there with you. Blue Beetle is an interesting character, and I love the actor that they got. It's the brother from Cholo, I believe, from Cobra Kai. So yes, good actor, good story, good comic book origin. Definitely something that has potential to be interesting. If they do it right. I'm just saying I'm not saying they're gonna hit it out the park. I'm just saying they have all the goods. They got the ingredients to make this something legit. Now whether that actually happens or not, I don't know. We'll find out. Anywho, but I love the fact that they're gonna do this, that they're getting away from that dual release model. I told y'all that same day model of like, yo, the second this come out, is gonna drop on HBO Max at the same time. I'm like, that ain't always a good look. Sometimes it's good for like slower movies, lower budget things, but like if you really want something to get out there, make money, make noise, you want it to be in the theaters. And if this is like your first Latinx type of superhero, hopefully the Latin community comes out and supports it. Hopefully, I don't know. Again, I'm not part of that community, so I don't know how they feel, but I just know if it was a first for us, for black folks, like, yo, let's go, but Anyway, I thought that this was great news that they were doing this. But this actually ties right into WB. WB is actually doubling down that they have no plans to shift their 2022 release model. And this comes from the CEO, Ann Sarnoff. So basically, what did she say? She said, have we thought about going back to day and date? That's where they drop it on HBO Max and theaters at the same time. Have we gone back to day and date? Have we thought about going back to day and date? Sure, we thought about it, but we have made our commitments to the theaters, to the agents, to the talent. Everyone was hoping we would be on the other side of the pandemic by now. Now, this goes right back to what I was saying before when the pandemic was going on and when Warner Brothers made the announcement that they were going to drop everything from 2021 straight on to HBO Max because they wanted them streaming numbers. I told y'all from the jump it was a messy decision to make because it was cutting into the pockets of everybody else connected. Actors, directors, producers, everybody else was losing money. Theaters also, while HBO was gaining subscribers and making money. Yeah, that's great to get your stock prices up, but at the same time, you cutting everybody else off and you're not letting them get a piece of that pie too. Oh yeah, that's why Christopher Nolan left. That's why you had WB actually go back and go cut checks. They cut checks to a lot of other studios and the other talent, and they basically was like, "Our bad," which was, I want to say it was kind of like it was one of those situations of like, what do they say? Like, do whatever you're gonna do and ask for permission later. That's kind of like what it is. That's kind of like what happened, right? So anyway, WB did come out and say, yo, for 2022, we're going to do a certain amount of films straight up for theaters, and they're still going to make some movies straight up for streaming, which is the way it should have always been. If you got a lower indie type movie, put that on the streaming. If you got a big blockbuster, put it in the theaters. That's how this should work. But I'm just glad that they're actually sticking to their guns this time. And now they're going to make sure that they do that. There was something else they said. Hold on, let me get these other quotes. We are hoping by next spring that when we have the Batman release, that we will have much more full attendance. That's where they really want their money. She also said, I think if you look at Netflix, you see a very big 4-quad first mover advantage, blah blah blah. Okay, that's industry talk. She did say we would love to develop more original Harry Potter series, and we are regularly taught to J.K. Rowling and her team. It's got to be right though. Whatever we do has to be true to the canon and true to the ethos of the wizarding world and who Harry is. So that right there, you gonna do another? Okay, you want to do a Harry Potter series? Throw that on HBO Max. That's gonna get people in there. You want to do a Harry Potter movie? Throw that sucker on the big screen in the theaters. One way or another, Yeah, listen. I was a little shocked about that too. I was like, y'all, like, and you said this in public that y'all still connect, because for some of y'all that don't know, J.K. Rowling ain't really the most popular person in the world based off of a lot of her comments and stuff on the LGBTQ community and so on and so forth. I mean, but she owns the IP for Harry Potter. So it's just like Netflix and Dave Chappelle, WB know where the money reside. They know. They're gonna be like, hey man, we might not agree with you, but about them Harry Potter movies, what's up with that? So yeah, exactly. They gonna milk that Harry Potter series till they ain't got no more magic in them wands again. That's it's gonna go. It's gonna go because that's where the money is. Anywho, all right, let's move on. Breaking news. This is hot. This hot, fresh. Just dropped. just dropped. Oh, that's so hot. We're gonna stay with DC with this. I just got this. Just got this. Shazam 2, brand new rumor has dropped. As I've told y'all before, y'all take rumors with a grain of salt. Okay. But while you take it with a grain of salt, y'all know I don't try to report on things. I don't try and run with clickbait rumors unless I can look into them. And I did look into this one. Let me get this up here. It is being reported that Wonder Woman is going to appear in the new Shazam sequel, Shazam Fury of the Gods. Yes, that's right. Shazam is going to potentially have a Wonder Woman appearance in this movie. I got to tell y'all, first and foremost, I loved the first Shazam movie. Like, I had a good time with it. I thought they did a really good job with sticking to the comics. And I will say that this rumor, now I told you, I looked into it. My sources are telling me that this has some legs. Anything can change, but it has some legs. I'm looking forward to this, whether it had Wonder Woman in it or not. And if you haven't seen the first Shazam, if you recall what happened at the very end of the movie, it's not that far-fetched to believe that she can make an appearance. Now, is she going to be all up in the movie the whole time? Probably not. I don't think she would want to steal the spotlight from Shazam, but the fact that she's going to be in there, I think that'd be dope. And again, this is just a rumor, but I have looked into this and it does sound like it is going to be a strong possibility that this happens. Now I was under the impression at first, I had thought that, because keep in mind, Black Adam, I believe, I forget which one comes first. I think Black Adam might come after, because that's shooting right now. But I thought Black Adam was going to be in Shazam 2, but that's not the case. Shazam 2 is going to deal with Shazam and his family or whatever. I want to say they're going to be fighting other gods. So Hercules, Xena, or no, Xena, Zeus, or whatever. I don't know. There was like a little trailer, I want to say, at like one of the DC conventions or whatever. And so it looks like he's going to be fighting other gods or whatever. Now, how Prince Diana plays into that, we don't really know. I've heard other rumors of how she might. I don't want to share that because I think it might be a spoiler. So I don't want to put that out there just in case. But it totally makes sense because Diana is a demigod. So would make sense. I've always wanted DC ever since in the first Wonder Woman movie, when they kind of showed the little hints and glimpses of the gods, and even in the Snyder cut where we actually saw like Zeus out there, throwing thunderbolts and stuff. I was always like, man, y'all could like legit do way more stories, especially with Wonder Woman dealing with the Greek gods. Now, I'm also biased because one of the things I really enjoyed in college was my Greek mythology courses. I love Greek mythology. I love that so much. So I don't know. We'll see how that ends up going. Does this excite you? Does this excite you for Shazam 2? Does it make you want to go see it now that there's a possibility that Wonder Woman might show up? Let me know what y'all think. Let me grab this comment real quick. My man, Derrick Gaines, why is the Matrix dual release? They didn't think it will make money, or maybe because that Spider-Man will crush everybody. Let me answer this when I do my reaction, because I'm gonna give y'all my spoiler-free reaction to the Matrix. I did see it last week. That's also why I was really busy. So I did see it last week, but I'm a kind of answer that in my reaction when I tell you about what happened there. Let's see, Marcy. Come on now, Marcy. We right here with it. We right here with. Whoa! I tell you, I'll be reading up all of them things. Just, oof. I was like, oh, we got homework. Yes. I was a whole nerd, boy, I tell you. All right, let's move on. Oh, we're here now. Derek, perfect timing. All right, so I guess we're already here. Okay, so let me give you my quick thoughts. I cannot give you a review for Matrix Resurrections. I think the embargo lifts. I think it's like tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. I think it's next week. Next week, I want to say so Monday or so is when the embargo lifts. But I can give you my reaction and of course be spoiler free. So my thoughts on the Matrix 4. Now, going into the Matrix, I had not rewatched the Matrix for a long time, right? I mean, when the first one came out, you're talking about 1999, blew my mind. This thing was like, you out here dodging bullets? Yo. I want to know kung fu. You know, like the Matrix was that right there was definitely an explosion of nerd sci-fi gasms. Just it was great. Matrix 2 came out, and I know some people was a little iffy. They were like, oh, the CGI. I didn't care. I didn't care. I was like, man, you out here fighting 110 Smiths. Let's go with it. Beat that man. You beat him with that bat. You beat him with that bat. Woo, I don't care what y'all say. I know the CGI is a little iffy, but I loved Matrix 2 as well. Then Matrix 3 came out. Ugh. As a fan of the Matrix series, I tolerated and gave a pass to Matrix 3. So before watching 4, I went back and rewatched everything. This time with my critic mind, right? Like this time I'm not in high school, I'm not in college. Like now we got some years. You know, I got a couple extra wrinkles on the brain. I could see things a little differently. And I finished the trilogy and I was like, okay, I think the first 2 movies still hold up after 20 years. Third one's a little tough. It's a little tough. But anyway, I went with all of that into Matrix 4, and I will say this. I wasn't impressed. I wasn't impressed with Matrix 4 for a couple of reasons. I think that, you know, the nostalgia that they tried to tap into, it was cool, but it didn't pull me in the way Spider-Man No Way Home will touch on nostalgia. So whatever the nostalgia is that you felt in No Way Home, I don't think it hits the same in Matrix 4. I had a good time. I'm trying not to be spoilery and I'm trying not to get into a review. I'm giving you my reaction. I had a good time with the action. The action was still cool. I liked it. I had a really good time with that. The ending felt like it was lacking to me. There were some things that was going on and I just kind of felt like it was getting a little too repetitive. It was getting a little too cheesy. Um, I don't think some of the themes worked for me. And I think that by the time people go see Matrix 4, it's going to be divisive. So prepare for that. Prepare for some people liking it and some people being like, I don't know. I really appreciated what they did with the story. The story does progress. I like that. But man, just where it went to in the end and like, and I think, and this goes to Derek's question, right? Like, why did they drop it on HBO Max? I think they knew that this might not be the banger that they thought it would have been. I think that's why. I think that's because the special effects are still there, but I wouldn't be mad if I had watched this at home. And y'all know how I feel about watching things at home versus watching them in theaters. I wouldn't have been bad. I wouldn't have been mad about it. Is there anything else I can loosely say? Yeah, so just prepare. I would just say don't get your hopes all the way up. It's okay. It's okay. It's and I mean okay is like at best. And I think part of the problem is the fact that like this movie already had a huge shadow to follow up in. You can't do the first Matrix and almost 20 plus years ago, every other movie has been copying you or been inspired by you for you to show up with a sequel. And I think the expectation is you better blow our minds the way you did before. I don't think that I didn't get the feeling that it could do that. I don't think people are going to walk in and be like, damn, this blew my mind like the first movie did or the second movie. Like, now, is it better than the third one? I'll put that in my review, but I'll just say that it didn't blow me away. Um, some people are going to like it, and that's totally cool. I'm not even saying I hated it. I'm just saying that this didn't give me the rise that I was hoping for. That's all. So that's my spoiler-free review with or reaction to Matrix 4. Make of that what you will. Go see it on your own volition. Would I recommend watching it? I mean, if you've watched all three of them, it's not bad. So yeah, I just would not get your hopes up for something mind-blowing. Are there cool things that happen? Yes. Are there things that you've kind of sort of seen before? Also, yes. If this was not the Matrix, it'd be like, oh, okay, I can go with this. But because it's the Matrix, because it's following up all these other things that were mind-blowing and so advanced, that's where that's where your expectations are going to be a little off. That's all. So as long as you understand that, go with that. Just keep that in mind. All right. What do we got? I'm sorry, I missed a couple. Okay, so I got Derrick there. Matthew, 3 was rough. I'm with you that yeah, it was rough. It was. When I tell you like they could have cut out that whole Battle of Zion. I just did not care. Did not care. That Neo fighting the robots, going on his little quest. Oh yeah, I'm with that. I was with that, but Battle in Zion, I'm like, man, whatever. I don't care. But anyway, that like I said, that's just my take on it. People might feel a little different. By all means, please go make up your own mind when you go watch these movies. All I can tell you is just how I felt. But nah, this was not something I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to go see this again. Like it was like, oh, okay, all right, y'all tried. And keep in mind, the Wachowski siblings now. Only one of them was involved in this one, so we didn't get the dual minds this time around. So yeah, I don't know. Do you need the other ones to enjoy it? It would help to do a refresher. Yes, it would help. Even though the movie, I felt like the movie did a decent job in reminding you and stuff, but it would help to go back and just kind of relive it. Just to refresh your memory. That's all. Just to refresh your memory. Rabia, what you got? Animatrix. I love the Animatrix. Oh man, that was so good. That was so good. Loved it. Okay. Now let's get into something else. I think y'all gonna have fun with this conversation. I feel like we go over this so many times, but apparently we have to talk about it now because y'all boy Michael B. Jordan had to weigh in on this. I mean, he was asked the question, so, you know. He says that Killmonger was not a villain in Black Panther. Oh, boy. All right. I'm going to give this to y'all now. So if you are watching on the replay, gang, I apologize. I don't know if YouTube is going to flag me for this or not. We are going to watch that whole conversation live. It's only like 2-3 minutes. So if for whatever reason you see me talking and then all of a sudden skips and now we're talking about something else, that's because I had to trim this out so that YouTube wouldn't ban this. But we're going to watch the live interview right now where he gives his full answer, because I want you to hear his full answer, and I'm gonna talk about what he ain't talking about. All right, here we go. Here's Michael B. Jordan on whether or not Killmonger is a villain.
Is Killmonger a villain?
No.
Please tell me why. I agree. I think like he's an antagonist.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know if he's like a bad person. What is your take on it?
My take on,
and I'm also so right. I'm so happy that I can say we agree on this. No one agreed with me, okay?
Yeah.
Please continue. You know that feeling when you're like, I one up on you. Yeah. How are you gonna argue with Killmonger? Okay. All right. So
that's a good one. That's a good one.
Give me your take.
No, I think he was a necessary part of the conversation.
Yes.
You know, I think, you know, he cared about his people just as much as, you know, T'Challa. He just had a different way of going about getting it done.
Yeah.
I think he was a historian that studied history, you know, the history of, you know, government and oppression. And you know, Eric's a really smart guy, you know what I'm saying? MIT graduate. The guy is like, he's very intelligent, and he saw that there was only really one way to change things, you know? So he went about that. And I don't think his argument was completely wrong. I don't think T'Challa's argument was completely wrong. I think it was a necessary conversation that needed to be had. To be had. But, you know, it's a movie also, so you gotta, you know.
And that conversation makes it good, right?
I'm willing to take life, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To do whatever it takes, you know, and this is what I've been taught. This is what I've been shown that works, you know? So you can not like it, but there's this other version of trying to get change done, and it's just kind of taking a little too long for me. I ain't got that time, you know, and I guess, but I'm doing it like this.
Yeah. So. I love it. And I totally agree. It's like wanting the same thing with different methods. I mean, maybe a little difference in the thing, but the result is pretty similar, right? Just the empowerment of Black people. They both wanted that. It's like, you know, like I said, people always kind of do the whole Martin and Malcolm approach.
Yeah. They
wanted the same thing. They just kind of had some different ways going about it. But right now I'm just happy. I can't even really focus on what you said.
Yeah, it's all good. You got that one.
This is a win for me, and that's truly all I care about.
All right. Y'all heard him. And I'm gonna get to y'all comments in a second. Y'all probably gonna say a lot of stuff I'm gonna say, but I have to get this off my chest. First and foremost, I believe that Killmonger is a villain. I believe that Killmonger is probably one of the top 5 villains in the MCU to date. But what I'm going to need Michael B. Jordan, and I know some people, maybe even in this chat, might have a different opinion. What I'm going to need everybody to do is not try to rewrite Black Panther movie history. If you notice what just happened in that clip, this is why I played the full clip. I didn't want to take nobody out of context, nothing. I want to be fair in my assessment in this and in my critique. Notice that he only talked about the conversation and the motivations of Killmonger. The worst thing that happens, I don't care if it's talking about history, if it's discussing religion or whatever, the worst thing people can do is take things out of context because they want to cherry pick. So you just gonna completely ignore the fact that he was out here killing his girlfriend? You gonna ignore the fact that he was out here choking black women? You gonna ignore the fact that he out there killing Zuri and stuff? He gonna kill his own people because he cares for his people? What kind of what? How? What? Make that make sense? How? And then y'all want to give him the whole Malcolm Martin comparison? Did Malcolm shoot and kill other black folks for the cause? Educate me if that happened. I don't remember reading about Malcolm X killing his own folks to do this, to get his goal. Let me make something clear. A couple things clear. And Stan Lee even talked about this. Every villain, it's always about perspective. Every villain believes that they are the hero in their own story. Every villain, no villain is like, ha ha ha, I'm gonna go do evil today. No, every villain thinks what they're doing is good, and they think what they're doing is right. And the MCU has always kind of done this thing, well, at least more recently, where they try to mix this up. They blur the lines and they say, hey, any means necessary is problematic because then you don't know where to draw the line. They might blur the line, but the MCU will draw the line. And I know some people be out there, so I've seen some people try and make the most mental gymnastic excuses for Killmonger. Let me explain something. You have to tell the difference. Please distinguish the difference between what you like, what you want, and what is. Okay, these are three things that people are getting mixed up. People like Michael B. Jordan. People like what they saw on screen. I like Michael B. Jordan too. He's a great actor. I enjoyed what he did as Killmonger. People want Killmonger to be that Malcolm X. People want Killmonger to be that liberator that will do whatever it takes to free black people. That's what they want. What is the fact that he is a murderer. He kills his own black people. And I need y'all to remember the fact that he was about to become a colonizer. He was going to become the thing that he hated. Why do you think he was trying to give all these black people weapons across the world from Wakanda's reservoirs and stuff? It wasn't to liberate. It was like, oh yeah, we're going to be free, but we also going to take over if need be. He was going to be a colonizer. Killmonger's a villain. Let him be a villain. Don't rewrite history. I know Marvel intentionally wrote that he would do all these evil things. That's what is. That's what happened. If you took that stuff out, he wouldn't even probably be in the story. You wouldn't have a movie. You'd have a whole different character. That's like saying, like, oh, you know, Thanos wanted to save the universe, but he never did the snap. Well, if he never did the snap, he wouldn't be Thanos, would he? He would just be some dude that had a real wild idea, a nice environmentalist. It's the actions that do define these people and these characters. So you can't sit here and talk about, well, yeah, he did that one little thing. No. What you like, what you want, and what is. Please tell the difference. Yes, I saw an article on there too about how the MCU will go and make a relatable villain or character, and then all of a sudden they'll make them do these bad things so that way you see that they're a villain. That's writing. And part of the relatability is to get you hooked. I agree with Thanos too. Thanos was right about how you don't want to see people starving and dying. I disagree with using genocide to go about that. That's how that works. That's called critical thinking. I agree with your motivations. I disagree with your means. That's the easiest way to tell the difference. Now, I know some other people want to talk about, you know, what's the difference between a villain and an anti-villain and a antagonist and all that. Listen, a villain, I would say, in my definition, and this is just a very loose definition, a villain is Doesn't matter what their motivations are. When their means are morally objectable, when their means, whatever they do, when they cross that moral line, that's now you're a villain. It doesn't matter what your motivations were. It doesn't matter what your intentions were. If I sit here and say, like, you know what, I love black women and I want to save black women, but I go assault them. I'm not an anti-hero. I'm not an anti-villain. I'm like, I literally contradicted myself, right? That's the problem. So you have to look at the means, the actions define the character, not what they say, not what they believe, not what they want, what they do. Anti-heroes, anti-villains. Anti-villains would be somebody like Loki before. Loki would be an anti-villain where it's like, yeah, he still want to do bad things, but sometimes he'll do a couple right things, even though he's still bad, right? So like in what was it? Thor 2. I know a lot of us try to forget that. Loki is still the anti-villain in Thor 2. He does the good stuff because he does have to help Thor. He does have to, try and help Asgard and save the world from the elves and stuff like that. But he still wants to take over. He still manipulates Thor. He still fools all of Asgard and pretends to be Odin. He still does bad things. That keeps him a villain. But he still did a little sprinkle of good. That's the anti-villain. The anti-hero would be someone like Punisher. Punisher is an anti-hero. What does that mean? Anti-heroes do good things, but they go about it in jacked up ways. Punisher will break your legs because you're a pedophile. I mean, like, no, you should go let the police take care of that, but he ain't walking to the park no more. That's an anti-hero, okay? And then, like, obviously, a hero, look at someone like Steve Rogers. We don't trade lives. Basically, they believe in the good stuff. They want to do the good stuff. They're motivated to do good, and they will not do morally objectable things like killing, murder, or whatever to achieve that goal. The no trade lot, that's your example of a hero. One other thing for some folks, an antagonist. What about an antagonist? Wasn't Killmonger an antagonist? No, he was not. He was a villain, even though they trying to twist it around. If Killmonger had never done any of the killing of black folks and stuff like that, then he would be an antagonist, because an antagonist is only someone that challenges the protagonist, okay, the lead character. You want an example? Look at Agatha from WandaVision. WandaVision, by the way, Wanda was a villain. She's out here kidnapping people, mentally abusing them. She a villain. Okay, don't get it twisted. But anyway, Agatha was not in there trying to torture people for the fun of it. She was not like eating babies and stuff or nothing crazy. Now, by the way, she did kill Sparky, so that's a little jacked up. Agatha actually might be a villain, but all I'm saying is the main thing for her was she was like in Wanda's way, but she was not trying to be evil about it. But I don't want to contradict myself. Agatha was a villain because she killed Sparky. Shout out to Sparky, and I don't want Peter coming after me. So, all right, that's my whole thing. Do not go out there with this nonsense that Killmonger was not a villain. He's a villain. Literally, he was created to be a villain, even in the comics. Killmonger's a villain. Don't let nobody tell you different. Don't let nobody, because anyone that tells you different, and again, even if you're in the comics and you're saying this right now, any way you try to justify him not being a villain, you are rewriting what his character is. Examine what he is, not what you wanted him to be. Okay. All right. Let me I'm sure I got a whole bunch of y'all coming in. Let me see. Derrick, so should we add the Matrix to Venom at F9 level or just sail away? No. I would not put it at that level. No. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, but no, I would not. I wouldn't put it that low. No. Didier, what you got? When playing a villain, an actor has to justify the actions of the character in order to be convincing, but yes, he's a villain. Yes, and that's the thing. I don't have a problem with Michael B. Jordan understanding the themes and the motivations and motives of Killmonger, but I'm gonna need you to understand that he is still a villain. Like, you notice how he didn't mention not one thing about killing. I'm so mad. What is Taylor Rooks doing? Taylor Rooks, you a whole sister. You are a sister, and you ain't say nothing to him about the fact that he was choking the black lady out. You ain't had no issue with that. You ain't had no issue with the fact that he killed his girlfriend just because he wanted Ulysses Claw to get into Wakanda. Y'all realize he did not have to kill her, right? Y'all realize that he didn't have to kill her. Some of y'all be like, "Ooh, I date Killmonger." Killmonger will kill you too. He don't care. Y'all don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. What you got, Mr. C? What you got? Killmonger brought Vegeta energy to the MCU and raised the anti-hero bar. MBJ deserves his flowers. All of that, except he was not an anti-hero at all. But yes, as an actor, yes, he did his thing. It was a good role for him. I totally agree for sure. Thank you so much for that. Derrick, what you got? You made the face again when he was talking about the Matrix. I know, man. I just wasn't impressed. That's all. I just wasn't impressed. Thank you, Derrick. I appreciate it. That's all. I think, it had some big shoes to fill, and I don't think it filled it. I'll do the review though when the embargo's done. Chief, you've become the people you hate so much. T'Challa. Exactly. T'Challa said it in the movie. T'Challa was telling him, he was like, yo, you're not wrong. But what you doing to go about things, you're becoming the colonizers. How you going to hate white supremacy and then do exactly what white supremacy does? Villain. Matthew, what you got? If you're willing to take a life to reach your goals, you're a villain. Especially the life of the people you claim you care about. What are you doing? Marcus Garvey killed some black folks with it. Like, what are y'all talking about? I thought you love black people. What are you? Exactly. Exactly. Oh, man. Real Django and Killmonger. I mean, Michael B. doesn't personally want to be called a bad guy. He wants to be a hero. That's fine. Go play a hero then. Go play a hero in another role. But you signed up as a villain. And here's the thing. This is why I keep saying I don't want them to undo him. I don't want them to give him this a redemption arc where he comes in and he's the new T'Challa or he's the new Black Panther. I don't care about that. I don't want it. It's cheap because are y'all really sitting here talking about, man, we want a good Joker? Now, don't get me wrong. The White Knight series is really good. That's actually a really good series. But I'm just saying, principle wise, you like these villains because they're villains. Everybody ain't got to be redeemed. Like, we don't have to do this all the time. Stop playing. Just say you like Michael B. Jordan, and that's fine. Just say you want more Michael B. Jordan. That's fine. But stop betraying the characters. Don't do that. We don't need to do it. Whew. I'm coming. I'm gonna have to read these comments later because y'all going in. I know. Marvin, what you got? How about arch enemy versus antagonist? You take on the difference. So, okay, I would say an antagonist is definitely a challenge to the protagonist. So whoever the lead is, all that person is doing is like, I'm just in your way. That's it. Like, I'm going to challenge your beliefs. I'm going to be an obstacle for your actions. That's the antagonist. And maybe that antagonist could be a villain. It could be a anti-hero. It could be. So I'll give it to you like this. In Spider-Man No Way Home, and this is not a spoiler. In Spider-Man No Way Home, Doctor Strange is an antagonist. He's an antagonist. I'm not going to say how, why, or when, but for those of y'all that have watched the movies, and no spoilers, please, he was an antagonist because he posed a challenge to a goal in the movie. That's what that is. Arch enemy, however, I would say is an antagonist with like much more on-site energy. Like, I see you, it's done. Skeletor and He-Man. The mere fact that like it don't say none but it ain't nothing but a word in his own sight. That's arch enemy. Like, Skeletor don't think of nothing else but fighting and killing He-Man. That's it. That's all. I got one job. Destroy you. That's an arch enemy. I think that's the difference. More energy in the obstacles. Christopher Ellis, what you got? Ra's al Ghul had the same thought process. Yes, he did. And he also killed people to do it too. Ra's al Ghul, he talked a good game, but that's when you have to look at the walk. How are you going about it? Good point. Tyson. Killmonger is definitely a villain, but I wouldn't mind a Breaking Bad style series about him starring Michael B. Jordan. Cool. Fine. Whatever. I'm fine with it. Like, I loved what they did with him in What If. You know, they just showed that, yes, he is smart. He does have these motivations, but he's still a terrible person at heart too. He's jacked up. He's, you know, there are people that want the betterment of Black folks, and unfortunately they take it to an extreme, and that extreme is contradictory to what they state. That's the problem. Look at the actions. Tati, what's going on? All the way from Brazil. Hi, E-Man. Hi, E-Fam. I felt he was so uncomfortable on this interview. Do you think maybe he was told to say Killmonger wasn't a villain? No. He was comfortable. I actually watched the whole interview. He was fine. This was like 25 minutes in. No, I think he believes it. I'm just saying, like, if I was the interviewer and I had asked him that, I would have, like, it's cool for him to have his opinion, but I would have been like, bro, what about all them Black women you abuse and kill? What about the Black people you also kill? Like, you killed Zuri too. Like, but he can't reconcile that for me. This is where you have to have, like, as a journalist, I get it. She was excited because, you know, she agreed with him and stuff. But I think it does a better job as a journalist or as a member of the press, even if you agree with them, to still propose the opposing views and challenge them, and see where it goes. I mean, you don't know where it's going to go, but in this situation, he is preaching to the choir, and the choir ain't finna argue with the preacher. So, you know, but no, I don't think he was forced into nothing. I think he was fine. I think he just believes it. I just don't think anybody has pressed him enough to actually be like, but you're killing Black folks too. What are you talking about? So, Nelson, I can see Jordan as Blue Marvel. Yeah, maybe. I mean, that's the thing. Jordan can play almost anything. So, you know, I personally wouldn't put him as Blue Marvel, but, you know, I get it. I see it. Okay. So that was our topic for that. And of course, we're gonna keep it on. We're gonna keep it on Black Panther. I don't know if y'all knew about this, but there's been this like movement, this little campaign. I don't even know where it started, what happened. This is thing called Recast T'Challa. Y'all heard of it? I don't know. It kind of started picking up some steam all during the week. And while it was picking up steam, this was actually happening because of some of the rumors that were going on with Letitia Wright Now, we've talked about the Letitia Wright situation at length. We've talked about the drama. We've talked about what's been going on, how she's in London or, in the UK. She can't come back because she don't want to be vaxxed. It's causing a whole lot of money to be leaked on the production. Okay. So we talked about that, about Letitia Wright and her situation. However, there have been even more reports. Some reports were saying that because of the Letitia Wright drama, they were going to change the ending to Black Panther 2. And people was like really getting a little upset at the fact that like Letitia Wright, at least allegedly, was causing all this drama on Black Panther 2, as if there wasn't already drama with this movie. I mean, you already have the weight of Chadwick Boseman's passing as being a thing. Now you got Letitia Wright that has potentially, moved up the ranks. Potentially is going to get highlighted as the new Black Panther, Shuri. And it seems like, at least what's being reported here and there, that she's not securing the bag. And at the end of the day, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've never been anti-Shuri, ever. Like, even when the first Black Panther movie came out, I was like, yo, I need my daughters to see this. I need them to see a strong Black woman, a smart Black woman. I need them to see themselves. But I don't know what, I don't get it. Like, for whatever reason, some issues are happening. And I mean, actually, I do know, but I can't talk about it. And I've told you this before, and because I don't want to mess nobody up. Things are much messier than they're being reported. Yes, I'll leave it at that. They're much messier. Because of this drama, fans were suggesting that they need to just go ahead and recast Chadwick among these rumors. Why? Because people were already saying, with all this drama with Letitia, they was like, man, just recast Shuri. If Shuri gonna be a problem, just recast her. If she not gonna come back, just recast her. And you already know I'm on Twitter like, if you could recast Shuri, you could recast T'Challa, right? Because I don't want to hear nothing about like, the legacy. Oh, you're gonna ruin the legacy. We don't want the Aunt Viv treatment, and no, we can't replace Shuri like that. Y'all quick to do that quick flip with Shuri, but you ain't quick to do that with Chadwick. What? You can't do that for T'Challa? What? How y'all gonna reconcile this now? All the mental gymnastics people were making for Chadwick and T'Challa and all that. But now y'all found this very easy loophole just because you don't like what's going on with Letitia Wright. And let me tell you, this is what I was afraid of. The reason why I was afraid of this is when you make this all about the mantle. Give me the full screen. Give me the full screen. I got to talk to the people real quick. Give me the mic. When you make this conversation, I'm talking directly to Nate Moore. When you make this about the mantle, when all you do is make audiences think the most important thing about the Black Panther franchise is whoever is Black Panther, you make Black characters and Black actors expendable. This is why people were like this to turn on Shuri. What do you think is going to happen after this? Let's play this out. Black Panther 2 comes. Let's say they kill off T'Challa. We're done with T'Challa, the main character for 55 years. We're done with that. We don't want that. We want Shuri. Okay, you elevate Shuri. After all this drama and all this behind the scenes stuff, do y'all really think she about to be leading the franchise? Do y'all really think, with all this behind the scenes stuff going on and everything, y'all really think she gonna be in Black Panther 3? And that they gonna keep on doing it? No, they gonna be like, nah, we don't want to deal with this mess no more. How about we get somebody else? Now Shuri gone. So now you done got rid of like the two most popular characters in the entire franchise because you don't want to deal with that mess no more. So now who we gonna deal with? Shaka Zulu, the next Black Panther? Like who? Toby? Kente? Who gonna be the next Black Panther for the third, fifth, fourth, sixth time? Do you really think we will care who the next Black Panther is gonna be if you keep switching them out, in and out like a hot potato? You're not going to care because it's the characters that define the mantle. The only reason people cared about Black Panther for 55 years is because it was always about T'Challa. And while T'Challa was there, other characters also elevated. Shuri came through while T'Challa was there. Dora Milaje came through while T'Challa was there. They didn't take pieces off the board and substitute them. They elevated everybody. And they kept the main players on the board. Let me tell you something. T'Challa was not meant to be a stepping stone. T'Challa was created to be a cornerstone. For my architects out there, you don't knock down a cornerstone of a building's foundation to set up another one. You build it, and then you build another, and then another, and then another. That's your foundation. T'Challa is part of the foundation. He should be that cornerstone that's there. But hey, fans was feeling some type of way because of the Letitia Wright stuff. They was like, yo, get it out of here. Get her out of here. Get her out of here. What was they saying? I know this is a bit of a hot take, but a lot of this rumored onset drama of Black Panther 2 might have been prevented if they had just recast T'Challa. I know people love Chadwick. I did too. But that character had more stories to tell. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Oh, and y'all look at who they retweeting up there. Y'all see, hold on, let's zoom in. Let's zoom in real quick. Let's zoom in right there. Let's zoom in. Y'all seen this. See, here's the thing. Y'all spoil. Every one of y'all spoil. Because you guys have all been rocking here the whole journey, and I appreciate every single one of y'all. A lot of people that are just not picking up on this, this is their first time even seeing that video. Y'all saw this video. Y'all saw this with Roland Martin. I've shown that to y'all a couple of times where Chadwick was the one where he was talking about, there can only be one and how actors find that debilitating, how actors don't like the idea of being having roles being confined to only one actor. That's nonsense. We can't have no other Superman after Christopher Reeve. Can't be no other James Bond after Sean Connery passed away. But the legacy will be tarnished if it gets recasted, E-Man. Don't you know the legacy? If y'all talk about legacies one more time and y'all don't even know what a legacy is, get out of here. Didn't I tell y'all about legacies? Legacies in entertainment are created through recasting. That's how legacies start. Legacies end when you stop recasting. There is no legacy. You kill the legend when you stop telling their story. And I told y'all, let's make Chadwick the beginning of a legacy and not the end of one. I hate you right now. My man Dre, I hate you, bro. That's funny though. Thank you. I'm sorry, I missed a couple. Hold on, let me grab them. I'm coming. Oh, that was funny. Oh, 12 Gates. The most interesting villains, antagonists have good intentions. Yes, that is true. That makes for good TV, good entertainment. All right. So this was trending, right? Now, here's the thing, and I'm gonna give you the chronicle of events. And I'm gonna address this. All right, I'm gonna address this. I am not going to be petty. I'm not gonna be petty because I think that's what some people might expect, and I think some people like the drama. I'm not gonna go into that. Y'all know I even had a video addressing new rock stars on my channel because at the time, and they were not for Recast T'Challa in any way. And you can go check it out. I play their video all the way. I keep them in context. I am fair with it. I did not like a couple things. Some of the things that I did not care for were the idea that they were putting out the assumption. They put out the assumption. This was, Mr. Voss. He put out the assumption that Marvel contacted the family of, Chadwick Boseman's family, and they came to this decision and all like that. And my critique was, if you assume that, say that. But the way you say it, it makes people believe that it's factual. When you got millions of followers, you have to be very careful with how you say things. That's why y'all will see me, even if I'm rambling, I will pause and think about what I'm trying to say, because I don't want to be taken out of context, and I don't want to misspeak if possible, So when they made those claims and stuff, I was like, man, come on, don't say stuff like that. Because at the time, there was no reported documentation at all that the family had consulted with Marvel at all. Nothing. Now we had a video of Derrick Boseman from December of 2020 where he spoke out on this, but that was it. Wife hadn't spoken, other relatives, nobody. So I was like, yo, y'all need to pump y'all brakes with that. But that's not what we're here talking about. The reason why I wanted to bring this up, because I know if you've been following me on Twitter, you might have been privy to this whole kind of thing that went down with MT, Mastertainment. I think that's what his name is. MT, he's the black brother on New Rockstars, and this is not going to be E-Man tearing into MT and insulting him. I'm not going to do that. That's not what I'm going to do. But he did bring up the Recast T'Challa movement while all this was trending. Okay, so while people were talking about Letitia Wright, recast this, people started getting on board with Recast T'Challa. I'm giving you the timeline of events. Mr. MT decided to go on a little bit of a rant on Twitter and say this. He has said that Recast T'Challa is another example of comic book fans thinking that they know what's best for the story they've been locked into since 2008. Like Marvel doesn't know what they're doing. They didn't say they wouldn't be another T'Challa. They just said they wouldn't recast. Okay, first of all, that's not true. In December, when they made their whole thing, they said the character of T'Challa or Chadwick's portrayal transcends any iteration, and for that reason, we will not recast T'Challa. That's a hard quote. That's a lot. That's not interpretation. That's literally word for word. We will not recast T'Challa. So when you say they didn't say there wouldn't be another T'Challa, that's not what they said. They literally said, we will not recast T'Challa back in December. Now, of course, later, Nate Moore came out and said, okay, you won't see T'Challa in the MCU 616, 1999, whatever. So Nate Moore later, months later, opened up the possibility of maybe variants, etc., which was a little too late. We already saw Star-Lord T'Challa, and we know that's in the MCU technically anyway. So he was factually incorrect on that. Then he also says, do you know how awful Recast T'Challa looks for the people that knew him? Dude only died a year ago, and that's not a long time. And yet here you all are clamoring for his replacement before the people that actually knew him can honor him. That stuff is effing whack. I understand, and this is what I was talking about. And the reason, and again, this is not a personal attack on him. This is more of an echo of what other people have said. He's not the first person to say this stuff. And that's why I'm trying to say, like, it's not just him. It's other people that think like this. It's other people that make these assumptions. He clearly did not do the legwork and look at the people that actually knew him. He clearly did not look at Roland Martin's text with Chadwick Boseman. He clearly did not look at what Derrick Boseman said back in December. He's going off of assumptions, and it's not just him. Other people do this too. They go off of the assumptions that this is bad, this is this is that, without doing the legwork to actually see if they're right or wrong about it. And then he says Marvel Studios is not stupid. They know the significance of the T'Challa character, but these are artists handling the death of their own fellow artists. So, like, let them express their emotions and grief and gratitude through their art. That's what Chadwick would have wanted. Word? Also, now people know what Chadwick would have wanted, but I haven't seen not one instance. And I'm not talking about just him. I'm talking about everybody. I'm using him as an example. I know, because he's a public figure. But I'm talking about other people too. When people say these things, like, oh, that's not what the hell you would have wanted. Why don't you do this? Why don't you do? I haven't seen not one person give me an interview, give me a quote, give me a report. I will change my mind. I have no problem changing my mind when evidence is provided. I'm a humble man. I'm not egotistical. This ain't about me being right. I'm literally going off of what I mean, again, y'all spoiled. I've shown y'all all the receipts. I've shown y'all the interviews. I've shown y'all the reports. I've shown you Chadwick's own words. But this never seems to come from other people. I never see other people say, Chadwick said this, so therefore that. I only hear assumptions. I only hear speculation. Then he goes on to keep going. I said what I said about Recasting T'Challa. If you don't like it, I don't give a F. Okay. I get it. I get it. Then he keeps going. Mutant Recasting T'Challa. Big skip ad energy. I'm just doing, okay. Toxic weirdos. Calling everybody toxic weirdo. So if you support Recasting T'Challa, you're a toxic weirdo. This is why, again, this is not a personal attack on him. So if you are watching MT, this is not about you per se. I know I'm using you as an example, but this is kind of what happens when you're a public figure. I'd assume you do the same with me. But this is what happens with other people too. It's not just him. People, and this is why I was also talking to the Recast crew, the fam, everybody. If you support Recast T'Challa, you have to be careful with your tone and how you approach people that are not as informed as you. There are a lot of people out there, just like him, that only are reacting to the hashtag. They don't know anything else except the hashtag. Y'all know I don't even have to dismantle half of the things that he said because you guys already have heard it. But you have people that are just going to react to that. And then when they get a response from people, they're going to be in their feelings. And this is why I said you have to kill them with kindness. This is why I said you have to give them their point, feed them the information, because a lot of people are acting off of emotional ignorance. You have to give them the information. And if they don't want to receive it, bounce. That's fine. Bounce. Because if you start calling them names, you start insulting them. I told you that's the lowest form of argumentation. Stick to the central point. That's the highest way to debate anything. When you do that, they stay in their emotions. When they stay in their emotions, they stop thinking. When they stop thinking, they stop listening. He stopped listening because he stopped thinking, because he started feeling. Like he said, weirdos. Why? Because one person interacted with him and went a little hard in the paint with him, but that's all he wanted to go off of. And this is why I'm trying to put this out there, because when people go against Recast T'Challa, without actually listening to what it's about. It's very similar to when people were only reacting to Black Lives Matter without ever thinking, what did it actually mean? It's just like when people would listen to or react to defund the police and you have no idea what that actually meant. You might just assume, oh, you just hate police and you just want to get rid of them. Or, oh, you actually want to just redistribute funds and do whatever the case is. People stopped listening and they were just reacting. That's what was happening here. So for me, because y'all know I'm not with the beef. I'm not with the negativity. I'm not trying to do none of that. So for me, of course, and I've done this before, even with the brother Jay Washington, because he had also, when he first heard Recast T'Challa, he was like, oh, this is crazy. This is wow. I reached out to him. I was like, hey, man, I think there's a little confusion here. Let's talk about it. Bring me on your show. I'll explain it. Hey, we chopped it up. We found out we were both from Chicago and all that. You know, it's good connection. We came to an understanding and it was cool. Whether he supports it or not doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The point is, we had a point of understanding. So I do the same thing here. I reached out to the man. I said, yo, MT, why don't we have this discussion on New Rockstars? Twitter is not the best place for dialogue. Let's set it up and clear the air about Recast T'Challa, what it is and what it's not. I think there's a lot being misunderstood here that our audiences could appreciate. I'm extending that olive branch because I want them to see that what you're reacting to is not what you think it is. Now, all I could do is extend it. I can't force it. What do they say? You could lead a horse to water, but you can't force him to drink. That's all I can do, because I don't want them to have any excuse in saying or believing that Recast T'Challa is as bad as they're making it out to be. Now, he did actually respond to me. He did respond and said this. Nah, just trying to respect the dead man by grieving people the correct amount of time, by giving people the correct amount of time to grieve. Everybody has different priorities, I guess. Enjoy your hashtag. Now, it's a little condescending, a little lowballish, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not mad at that. He doesn't have to talk to me. He doesn't have to. And I respect that too. The same way I respect people that don't want to recast T'Challa. I get it. But the dismissiveness in the answer is indicative of other people that choose to remain ignorant in their emotional echo chamber. Did you catch that? Sometimes people want to stay ignorant so they can stay in that warm, comfortable echo emotional chamber. I don't like a Recast T'Challa because somebody called me names or somebody was rude to me. Like three or five people on Twitter said something mean to me. I'm in my feelings. I don't want to I don't want to think. I don't want to believe nothing different. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take those 3-5 little people, those little negative comments. I'm going to ignore, I don't know, the originator of the whole thing. I'm going to ignore what they have to say. I'm going to focus on this, and I'm going to paint the entire movement with that one broad brush. Never mind what the 40,000 plus people signed on and said, counter to a lot of what you've already said or claimed. I'm just going to look at these 4 or 5 little people right here, and that's going to determine everything for me. This is why I try and tell y'all, you cannot give them any wiggle room. You cannot give them any type of leverage. I'm not talking about just MT. I'm talking about everybody that is antagonistic, not enemies, not villains, but that are antagonistic to Recast T'Challa. You got to keep it positive. Because now, when you see somebody out there be like, hey, let's have a civil conversation. We ain't gonna beef. We ain't gonna argue. We could probably laugh and chop it up. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what it is and what it's not. You can't call me toxic, and you won't. Because if you do, you're gonna look foolish. Didn't I just come off of what was that, For All Nerds podcast? They are anti to recast T'Challa. They were shocked. This man laughing and joking with us, and I still talk to the host, DJ Ben. I still chop it up with him on Twitter. We still chit chat. We cordial. We good. You know, because it's not about all this negativity that people are trying to make it out to be. And that's what I'm saying. Whatever y'all do, man, just don't give them that. Don't give them that satisfaction. I'm biased. We're right in Recast T'Challa. We are right. But don't give them that satisfaction, because when people like that go and try and paint us all as negative or whatever, it breaks my heart, because I'm like, you don't even know what you're talking about. And you're choosing not to know what you're talking about. And you're using your public reach to spread more misinformation. Every single, I don't care if it's a political thing, a religious thing, every ideology, every movement, every campaign has extremes. All of them do. Democrats got progressives fighting one another. Conservatives have Trump supporters fighting one another. It happens. Everybody fighting moderates. You know, don't nobody like moderates. Like, it doesn't matter what side of the coin you on, but the main thing you have to do, at least, is have the integrity to not misunderstand an entire movement based off of a few little interactions on Twitter. Twitter is the cesspool of like terrible opinions. Okay? Like Twitter is a rabbit hole. You let Twitter, man, you spend a little too much time on Twitter, it's going to take you some places. So that is me addressing this whole thing. I know, you know, some people were talking about it, wanted me to talk about it and address it. There it is. Once again, I have no ill will towards MT or New Rock Stars. I have no I can understand. And here's the thing. I understand how they might take this little segment, if they're watching at all, and think that this segment is a personal attack. It's not. I'm telling you that right now. I will always judge people or criticize what you say and what you do. I'm not going to judge who you are as a person. I'm not calling y'all no names. I'm not going to call y'all out y'all name. I'm just saying, based off of what you said, based off of what you do, I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to criticize it. I might praise it, depending. It's about what you say and what you do. It ain't about you personally. I know some people still going to try and take it that way, but I have to make that very clear, that just because someone criticizes what you say and what you do, it doesn't have to be a reflection of who you are as a person. Listen, MT want to chop it up and have, break bread. Let's go. Dinner's on me. I don't really drink, but you want to get drinks? Let's get drinks. That's how non-personal this is for me. That's how non-emotional this is, in terms of like, I don't have like any personal beef with people. But I do have problems when you take something that I care about, like the Recast T'Challa movement, and try and paint everybody as being negative, calling us out of our names. I don't like that. I don't care if you're MT. I don't care if you're just some random person on Twitter. I don't like it. Because this whole entire campaign has been based off of respect, honor, and love for Chadwick Boseman, the role of T'Challa, Black representation, and more. It's not a bully campaign. It's not a harassment campaign. This is a celebration of what we believe for long-term representation and success, because I don't think anybody here is really rooting against Black Panther. I think we all want this to succeed. We all want to recapture the magic from the first movie. We just disagree with how they're potentially going about it. We're not giving blind faith to Marvel as if they're like just holy and divine. I'm an MCU fan too. I know he said he's an aspiring creative, for Marvel one day. Yo, Marvel called me up and say they want me to be a producer one day. I'm saying yes. Buy a YouTube channel. I'm about to go make some movies. Okay, I'm with you. But I'm not going to sit here and just be like, oh, well, whatever you say. Okay. Yeah, you want to kill off my favorite character? Okay, cool. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we don't need no more representation. No, that's fine. That's fine. No, I give Marvel credit and I give them criticism. That, in my opinion, is integrity. We should be able to tell people the good and the bad, should we not? Because otherwise, you're just doing kindness, and kindness don't really do people favors. If you love the MCU, then you should love them even if they're wrong. I love my children. I'm not kind to my children. I am loving to my children. If I was kind to my children, I would give my kids whatever they ask for whenever they ask for it, because I don't want to make them mad. Oh, you want some candy? Here you go. I know you ate some before, but here goes some more. You don't want vegetables? No problem. Oh, you just want to drink pop all day? Cool. You want to stay up late, not get sleep? All right. I don't want to rub nobody wrong. That's being kind when you don't want to offend. Loving is I'm going to do everything I want to do to elevate you, promote you, build you up. And when I see you do wrong, I'm going to stop it. I'm going to get there. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to get in your face about it because I want you to be better. That's love. That's the difference between kindness and love. I love the MCU. I want the MCU. Matter of fact, I've already told y'all to forget the MCU. Anything superpowered, superheroes, all that, I love it. I want all of it to succeed. If I ever criticize anything, sci-fi, fiction, whatever, it's because I want it to be better. That's all. Anyway, that's a long rant. Ooh, man, that's long. All right, let me get these comments and then we're going to get to the other news. Hold on. I'm sorry. Mambo Jazz. Hey, man, playing a show. Can't watch the live. Spreading some love. Mambo, thank you so much. I know you good for the replay, gang. Enjoy your show. Good luck, sir. Good luck. Let's see. Pound of Pavement. What's going on? Recast Shuri with Rachel Dolas. You funny. Good to see you again, Pound of Pavement. I haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you, man. Thank you so much. Philosophical. The purpose of the multiverse is for recasting. I've said that a long time ago. I don't know why people are acting as though it is so unimaginable for recasting to happen, as if the MCU has not got you believing in a talking raccoon, magic, wizards, aliens, androids, time travel, multiverse, and y'all really think it's gonna be a struggle for them to figure out a way to recast the character and change their appearance? Really? I asked somebody this one question, somebody who's been kind of anti-recast. I was like, wait a minute. Spider-Man No Way Home, we just saw Doctor Strange is pulling a whole spell to wipe the whole world's memory. Would you be down with Recast T'Challa, or would you believe it if Doctor Strange used some magic and changed T'Challa's appearance? Would that matter? Would that work? Yeah, actually, that would work. I'm not even paid. I'm not even close to talented as the writers in Hollywood. If that little stupid dumb suggestion off the top of my dome could work for you, you don't think they could find something better and easier and more sophisticated to make millions of people believe it? You can believe Doctor Strange changing the character's face and you go along with that, but you don't want to recast T'Challa? What are y'all saying? What are y'all doing? Miss Harper. Live theater recast all the time. There have been multiple casts of every Broadway show running. Yes. There are also traveling casts, but no one forgets the originators of the role. Has anyone forgotten Hamilton? Lin-Manuel? But the legacy of Lin-Manuel as Hamilton has been ruined because other actors have taken on the role and after the recasting. Did Lin-Manuel's did Hamilton just die? Did it stop because other actors took over? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Sometimes people just be holding on to these reasons, and it's like the only reason you don't want to let go is because of the emotion tied, not the logic. Thank you for that. That's a great point. Thank you. Nelson, what you got? I wonder what MT opinion about 3 actors playing Spider-Man. While he's so against recast T'Challa, he needs to really think before he speaks. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how people. We literally just got multiple Lokis. Them Lokis didn't look alike. One of them did. We all went with it. I can't make excuses for people. I won't, because lack of logic hurts my head. So I can't do it. Warriors. Okay, I see your comment here. Thank you so much. Killmonger is no Malcolm X because Malcolm X would never murder his beloved Betty Shabazz. Facts. Malcolm X also would never put his thirst for vengeance ahead of his love for his people. Yes, facts and facts and facts. Thank you. Very good comment. Thank you. I'm coming. Didier, this is a case of someone standing firm on a position even when evidence proves the opposite. Pride is something else. This is why I tell you, don't feed the emotional negativity. Don't feed it. I've dealt with that in my personal life many times. When people are driven by emotion and negativity, they don't want to they don't want to listen to anything else because they don't want to be wrong. A lot of people don't have, I don't know, it's like a lost thing nowadays. People are afraid of being humble and being wrong. Man, I just made 2 public posts apologizing to Sony Pictures because I was going hard in the paint about their marketing. I still believe some of it. Some of it was a little much, but I was man enough to at least apologize and be like, you know what, Sony? Y'all also did a really good job with how you marketed this, with the trailers and everything. You did a good job. I apologize. Come on, man. Where is the humility nowadays? Woo-wee. All right, let me get back. Sheldon, what's going on, brother? Bruh, I can get a posse together right now and roll through. Say the word. I got Nook and them on speed dial. Yeah, hey, look, the only posse we need is a posse of positivity. Okay, that's all we need, a posse of love. That's all we need, and we just gonna spread the message of Recast T'Challa. We gonna get people to understand we don't need an immediate recast. It's not bad if they do, but we don't need it. It's not stopping anyone else taking the mantle. All we saying is don't end the character of T'Challa. He got more story to tell. It don't make sense. It doesn't make sense. That's all we saying. That's all. Listen, let's go hit up Nick Cannon. Let's go get on that Nick Cannon show. That's all I need. We do more of an impact, not by fighting trolls on Twitter, not by getting in emotional insult fights with people online. We do more by getting out there, getting the message spread. That's how we win this battle. It's going to be slow. It's going to be a marathon, not a sprint. I understand we are passionate about it, and that's dope. But we also have to keep in mind the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is we applying pressure. We're applying pressure to be heard by Marvel. I don't want Marvel to sit here and even act like, have you noticed? Not one of the big trades, Variety, Hollywood Reporter, nobody, not one person has brought up to them, not one big trade. And I say this because these trades have immediate access to them. If comicbook.com wants to call up Kevin Feige right now for an interview, they could do that. If Variety wanted an interview with Nate Moore, they could do that. Not one person, despite all this trending, despite all the tens of thousands of people on the petition, not one person has asked them, what's up with this recast T'Challa? The people are speaking up. More people are speaking up. They might ask them like, hey, man, like, that was a tough decision. Talk about the decision. No, talk about the petition. No, talk about all the articles. No, talk about some of the points that we've brought up. Talk about that. I know they don't want to talk to me, and that's all good, but there's a reason why other people ain't bringing it up exactly the way that they could. I am Mr. Kennedy. MT, the Titanic is sinking. No, it's not. Hey, there's water everywhere. No, it's not. MT. Bloop, 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 bloop. Thank you. Appreciate that. That's funny. Oh man. Let's see. All day. Any day. I'm at worst. I get in a debate about Recast T'Challa. At worst, we gonna end with agree to disagree. And I still promise you I'm gonna give you more facts than you will. I still promise you I'll give you more evidence than you think you are going to bring to that conversation. I'm gonna put more pressure on you to answer stuff that you probably haven't thought of. I wish people would read my stuff, watch my videos, and answer stuff like that first. You want to do that? Fine. That's how you really have a debate. Learn the opposition. But that's the problem. So many people don't even want to learn what the other side is. Some people don't even want to learn what Recast T'Challa is even saying before they want to jump into a debate. My man Dre. In the words of Smokey from Friday, let's jump him. We're going to jump him intellectually and lovingly. That's all. No violence. No violence. Oh, thank you. Tati, I don't like his tone. It's purely ego, stupidity talking. At least thank you, MT, for keeping our hashtag trending. Recast T'Challa. Thanks for BP, T'Challa for BP too. Yeah, I mean, and again, it's not only about him. I'm also trying to say that this is other people. Like, he's just one more popular figure taking on a very common stance online. There are a bunch of MTs out there. That's what I'm saying. This isn't just a personal attack on him or not. There's a bunch of them. He just so happens to have like a presence and a voice and a platform to echo a lot of things that others are saying. Eddie, what you got? You just chill, bro. I'm with all that smoke. All right, thanks, Eddie. I appreciate you. Let's see. Chief, they need to stop acting like this is Space Jam 3 starring Michael Ealy and Steph Curry as Steph Curry. I know. I don't. The thing, and the thing that bothers me is like when people will throw up stuff and be like, what if, Marvel would get the third cousin of T'Challa that was raised in Australia, and he came through, and I'm like, what are y'all saying? Like, do y'all know how movies work? Like, sometimes people come up. Let me tell you something. Outside of Shuri, if you sit here and try and elevate a supporting character to lead a blockbuster franchise that just made $1.3 billion, please stop talking. Please stop talking. Like, don't talk about Daniel Kaluuya's character. No. Supporting character, supporting role. No. Don't talk about all these other characters that, yes, you like the actor, but the character does not serve the narrative. I told you the closest we could get, if it wasn't Shuri, Nakia would be cool, but even Nakia would be a placeholder. Even Nakia, because I love Lupita. Lupita is a fantastic actress. I loved her in Black Panther. And she does have star power, but she still wouldn't make that much sense for the narrative. You see what I'm saying? You just get a random spy from Wakanda to become the next Black Panther. It still has problems. Let's look at the winning formula that's been working in movies and franchises for decades. I've asked this question online and ain't nobody give me no answers yet. I'm not trying to be a jerk about it. It's not a rhetorical question. What blockbuster popular franchise has seen continued success with supporting characters and not their lead actor or not their lead character? Please, what popular franchise kept going and it was successful with only their supporting characters? Why are y'all trying to use Black Panther 2 as the experiment? Can we not be the Tuskegee experiment with Black Panther 2? Yes, a terrible tragedy has happened. Can we, I don't know, take more time to process it and deal with it and come to level heads about it before we start doing all this experimental stuff? I don't want to experiment with Black Panther 2. I want Black Panther 2 to be bigger, better, and greater than the first one. I want it to succeed. All these recommendations of like, hey, let's go get this one random supporting character that nobody cares about, that has no star power. Let's do that. I don't see y'all taking that risk with Star Wars. I don't see y'all taking that risk with any of the Batman, James Bond movies, nothing like that. Y'all not, what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna get rid of Harry Potter and go get some random wizard in Hogwarts and be like, yeah, you go try it now. You the star now. How's Fantastic Beasts doing, by the way? Y'all know they recast Johnny Depp in there too, by the way. Y'all know that, right? Okay. 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 Johnny Depp's his legacy is tarnished now because he's been recast. Shard King, what's going on, bro? Late, but you here. Hey, man, I'm glad to have you, man. Thank you so much. I know you've been a true hero out there in the Twitter wars. I know you've been in the depths, in the trenches. Matthew, OG Loki, glorious purpose, still my favorite line. Yes. Don't forget, Viva Las Vegas. Oh man. Let's see. Donnell Peoples, would I be wrong to spam Recast T'Challa on every new Rockstar's post video? I mean, listen, I don't want them to block you. That's all I would say. I don't want them to paint us in a negative light. I don't want that. Even when I respond to them, I will respond or drop a comment directly to what they say. I'm not going to spam you. I'm not going to harass you. I'm not going to bully you. I said what I said to MT, and that was it. Once he said, nah, enjoy your hashtag, nah, whatever. Okay, cool. Make a little comment. Done. Because you've already indicated where your state of mind is. There is no conversation at that point. If you ever meet anyone in life that is not interested in having a civil conversation with you, go the other way. Go that way. It's done. There's nothing else. If we can't communicate, if we're not willing to listen to the opposing side, what are we doing? We ain't got nothing to talk about. I have no further business with you. I've done my part. In my opinion, I could have easily went in there, cussed them out. I could have called them names, calling us weirdos. Well, I'm going to call you names too. I could have done all of that. But I was like, nah, bro, let's talk. Let's be men. Let's be adults. Let's be mature. Let's talk. Oh, you don't want to? Okay, cool. Respect that. Bye. I don't have to go down to that level. He can go cuss about it, call us names, and do all that. He can do all that if he wants to. Other people can go do that too. But you're not gonna have me on the same level. What do they say? When you see two fools, two people arguing, you don't know which one's the fool or whatever. Like, nah, not gonna do it. We're not gonna get caught up in that mess. Not with them. Not with anybody. Willie Jean, hey man, can you contact Derrick Boseman on IG to have a conversation on the show? All right, let me say this. I actually have been in contact with Derrick Boseman for a while. This was not something I wanted to put out there because I wanted to respect his privacy. Same way I want to respect the privacy of the family. I intentionally have not reached out to any other family members because they have not come out in public to say anything. I'm going to respect that privacy. That's human decency. Derrick Boseman was the only person at that time who had come out publicly and spoke. He talked about the matter. He gave his opinion. Okay, cool. I got in touch with him. We've been chatting for a couple months now, actually. And I gave the offer. I said, like, hey, if you ever want to talk, if you ever want to give your side, if you ever want to anything, this is what I'm about. This is what I've started. If you want to give your side, because I feel like sometimes people are speaking for y'all on y'all family behalf. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's fair. If you ever want to, here's a platform. I will give it to you and be that mic for you. So you guys can say what you want, even if you don't agree with Recast T'Challa. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to. I just didn't think it was right that other people were assuming, alleging, proposing that the family was this, and this, and they ain't said nothing. So I have been in contact. He did not respond back to the request. Kind of but I left the door open and I just didn't press him. Like, again, this is coming from respect. I'm not going to force this on you because I need a scoop and I need clicks and I need viral numbers, and that's not my MO. I'm not here for that. I know other people be thirsty for that stuff. This ain't about me. I was like, yo, people are talking about y'all and assuming stuff, but if you feel differently, I'm just saying I'm here. And I left that open. I left that open for months and he ain't respond back. And I respected that. Now, of course, some of y'all know what happened right after, but we'll get to that in a second. But no, I have been in contact. I've just given them, I've respected their space and given them distance. If they want to reach out, they have my number. That's all. I'll leave it at that. Who else? I'm coming. I'm slow right now. I'm sorry, y'all. Matthew, my Kevin Hart voice. No, MT wasn't ready. Y'all funny. Portia G, thank you so much, man. Hey, I'm late, but I've been having the same conversation about this. And when I bring up Dumbledore, they finally get it. You have to continue the story Chadwick started. Black positive characters never get to finish their stories. Come with it. Hit them with the Dumbledore. Hit them with the Spartacus. Because people love to find the one little difference and be like, okay, that makes sense. But they want to play the little semantics, but it wasn't the same franchise. Or there was some time in between. Or this is what happened. Or maybe the actor wasn't as big. Or they weren't as iconic. Come on now. You fooling yourself. You just don't want to accept that this is something that, because here's the problem. If they accept what you're saying, then they realize what they've been saying is contradictory. People don't like being wrong. People don't like their beliefs getting shattered. It's almost like, because I believe this is a part of who I am. And oh my gosh, if someone kills that, they kill a part of me. But in reality, it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to have your mind changed too. It really is. Being humble is a wonderful quality. My goodness, how much better the world would be if we all could be a little bit more humble and gracious. Woo-hoo-wee. Thank you, Portia. Appreciate you, ma'am. Donnell, I kid. I don't entertain the willfully ignorant. Good. That's, man, I tell you, bro, that's a whole headache. You don't want it at all. All right. So we talked about this, and y'all brought up Chadwick's brother. And we went through the whole Rockstars thing or whatever. Y'all, Chadwick's brother approves Recast T'Challa. Come on now. Come on with it. This is what might have broken the straw or broken the back. This might have been the straw that broke the camel's back. Chadwick Boseman, he'd want T'Challa role recast according to his bro. This was straight from TMZ. TMZ caught up with Derrick Boseman. I don't know how they got in touch with him. Maybe they found him. I don't know. But they say, yes, he does think that T'Challa needs to live on in the Black Panther franchise. And if that means tapping another actor to portray the King of Wakanda, the role Chadwick made famous, then so be it. Derrick Boseman, his brother, tells TMZ that he believes his brother would have wanted with this too, explaining Chadwick thought T'Challa was bigger than just himself as one guy. Frankly, Derrick says Chadwick knew the power of the character and the positive influence it carries. Derrick says there's so much power in seeing a Black king, especially in a superhero capacity like in the Marvel flick, which has a huge impact on African American youth. Derrick Boseman tells us with Marvel killing off that character so quickly in the wake of Chadwick's death, they're depriving Black kids of a role model. Well. Let me ask y'all a question. Chadwick Boseman was cast as Black Panther in 2014, played him in 2016. It's about 2 years. I'm gonna do a little math. 2 years. Played Black Panther again 2018. That's another 2 years. So that's about 4 years. And left this earth 2 years after that. So that's about 6 years. About 6 years. Okay. Chadwick was about 43 years old. So let's see. The 43 minus 6. Okay. So that's about like he'd be 37. Derrick Boseman's older than him. So Derrick Boseman knew Chadwick for about 37 years, like all his life. No, he knew him 37 years more. 37 years more. Because he would have known him for the full entirety of his life. Okay, cool. Do y'all go to work? And when y'all go to work, y'all coworkers, they do they know you, or do they just know what you show them? Just because I feel like my family would know me. People in my job, they know what I show them. For me, I'm just saying in general, coworkers, I tell you what I tell you. Same coworkers, by the way, in Chadwick's situation, that didn't even know about his illness that he had been battling since 2016. They were not aware of that. So I only ask this, and again, this is not to paint Marvel in a bad light. What I'm trying to get at are the people that are quicker to believe anything and everything Marvel says over what the man's own older brother says about him. You don't think that his older brother might have a little bit more insight than the people he just worked with? The people again, this is no shade on Marvel, but he didn't put them in his inside circle to even know about his life-threatening illness. But yet, y'all want to believe them over his own flesh and blood brother. Probably changed his diapers. You tell me, God forbid, when you pass away and we want to honor you, should we listen to your family or should we go to your job? Should I ask your coworkers about you, or should I ask your family about what you like, about what you want, about how you thought? What makes sense? What makes more sense? So, while they were talking about Derrick Boseman, they just so happened to bring your boy up too. Yep, that's right. A little tweet that your boy put up there. Little tweet, to help us get to our new goal of 45K signatures. Because, it's about Recasting T'Challa. Now, what else did he say? As you know, there's major drama. Yeah, for Letitia Wright. Derrick Boseman says that there aren't a lot of positive influences for young Black children these days. He thinks hip-hop glorifies certain social ills, and Marvel has a chance to counteract that by bringing back T'Challa, who he sees as a symbol of Black people's potential. Look at all these tweets. Look at this. Look, we got our very own in here. Look at this. We got our very own folks. E-fam in here. There go he who runs phase right there. Y'all know him. Y'all know him. Now, let's be a little fair here. Give everything. Hold on. Let me delete this random person. Dang on bot coming in here. They say the guy speaks from experience, telling us his own nephew, Derrick Boseman's nephew, has told the family he wants to be a scientist and cites Black Panther as his inspiration. Jesus. He says that he does note Chadwick never explicitly expressed his wishes before his death about what should happen with the character, but Derrick's sure his brother would agree T'Challa should live on in the MCU. I wanted to point those two things out because it's so funny. Remember how I told you people will hold on to their negativity and what they believe because they're so afraid of being wrong. They don't want to be wrong. Remember earlier, I was in the conversation with the MT thing. It was a whole thread. And people were talking about like, oh, you don't know what the family would want. Yeah, the family. I posted the receipt. I posted it because this was brand new news at that time. It was brand new news. Keep in mind, these are people that are already saying, you don't know what Chadwick would have wanted. You don't know what the family would have said. And I said, boom, breaking news. Literally, his brother speaking out specifically on this. Well, it's just his brother. What does he know? I can't talk to you. You're going to be moving goalposts all day. You that afraid to be wrong? You that afraid to change your mind? What you want? You want Chadwick to get out the grave and then say, like, yes, I want this recast? God rest his soul. Like, what is going on here? What are people doing? What more do you need from this? Thank you so much, Cinnamon. I appreciate you. Matthew, Derrick Boseman, T'Challa variant with that. Fine with me. The second point I really wanted to point out was, Cinnamon, you got two on that. Thank you so much. Thank you. VLR, what's going on, bro? Good to see you again. Actually made it to the watch party. Appreciate that, man. Good to see you. Tell the wife I said what's up too. The other most important thing, and I'm actually kind of mad I didn't put this in the trailer. Well, actually, I did. I did put this in the petition. But I love what Derrick Boseman brought up. And I want to make sure if you don't listen to anything else, okay? If you don't listen to anything else about Recast T'Challa, if you don't know anything else, if you haven't heard of anything else, I want you to focus on this one point. Superheroes are fictional characters that are not made for us. They're not made for us grown adults. They are made for children. That is all it is. Comic books were made for children. Okay? The role of T'Challa was made to be a character of Black representation for children. Jack Kirby, and I'm going to play this clip, by the way. I found the clip. Jack Kirby said, I saw our readers. They were black. They didn't have a hero. I thought it would be great to give them a hero. He literally created this character, T'Challa, for black folks that did not have characters to see themselves in. When we sit here and talk about potentially taking characters off the board, when we talk about taking T'Challa off the board, what are you really saying? Not to me, not to other adults. What are you saying to children? You're telling children at that point, excuse me, young Timmy, excuse me, young Jenny, I know that you really looked up to this black king, this hero that was really inspiring, but I am too emotional right now, and I need to take away your fictional hero, and maybe you can get him back, I don't know, when you're a teenager. Maybe you can get him back when you're an adult, because me, a grown adult, I'm not emotionally mature enough to handle my feelings. So I'm going to take your superhero, your role model, your inspiration away from you. Here you go. Just take another black one. That's fine. Here go another character for you. Take that. When y'all had kids, if any of y'all have kids and your kid has a favorite toy and you take that favorite toy away from them and they start crying and you like, here, just take this other one. How does that usually work out? How does that work out? I remember them blisteringly loud cries with my little girls if they didn't have that one little toy they wanted. No, they don't want that substitute. Think, if there's nothing else you can think about when it comes to recast T'Challa, think about the kids. If you ain't heard nothing I said, think about the kids. What are you going to tell the kids? What are you going to explain to the kids when you want to re-traumatize them by taking their fictional superhero that you can literally do whatever you want with? What are you going to tell them? Because you're real comfortable talking to adults. It's fine having that conversation with adults. Go talk to those kids. I talk to those kids. That watch party I just did for Spider-Man, I talk to the kids. I see the joy in the kid's face. Go tell a kid you're not going to see Spider-Man no more. For whatever reason. Don't matter what the reason is. Go tell a kid you're not going to see Spider-Man no more. For like 10, 12 years. See how they react. I have a video. Matter of fact, I'm going to play the video. I'm going to put that clip online so people can see. Of my watch party for the very first Black Panther movie. I interviewed the kids. I asked the kids, yo, what was your favorite part? Yo, what did you like? The little girls. Seeing a woman, a girl, a black girl be the smartest person in the world. The young boys. The King T'Challa, Black Panther, this, and that. That's what they wanted to see. That's what they wanted. That's what they saw. That's what they cared about. You want to give all this BS about the legacy. You want to give all this other talk about, oh, it's disrespectful. Talk to me about the kids first. If you can't talk to me about the kids and recasting and giving them their fictional superheroes so that they can keep dreaming, so they can keep buying their toys, so they can keep getting their Halloween costumes, so they can keep getting their little pajamas and stuff with their favorite characters on them, talk to me about that. I don't want to hear nothing else. I'm not even going to have no more conversations until you address the children. Matter of fact, I want Marvel to explain that to me because I dare Marvel. I dare them. Do not peddle to me this nonsense that you need to show black folks how pain and trauma can happen to our superheroes. Black folks don't need that lesson. FYI. We've got a little experience with pain and trauma and death. We get it. We don't need to relive it. We don't need to be re-traumatized by it. But talk to me about the kids. Let me know how the kids factor into this decision. Because y'all made this decision within minutes amongst other adults. did one person ask about how the kids would feel? Because y'all don't make these rated R. Y'all make these movies family friendly. Y'all make these movies so I can bring my kids to come and watch them. So what? I got to explain to my kids why you want to kill off T'Challa? Because you got an emotional state that you can't get out of? Why do I have to do that? When it's your fictional character that you're doing. Talk to me about the kids. That's going to be the new message with Recast T'Challa right there. You can't argue that. You can't. It's about the kids. It's always about the kids. Always. Every time people say, well, Marvel can just reboot. Why you want to take that away from kids? When is Marvel going to reboot? We ain't got Fantastic Four. We ain't got the X-Men yet. We ain't got a whole bunch of stuff yet. When do you think they're going to reboot? So I got to wait till my little girl goes from second grade to college before she can see T'Challa again? The nerve, the audacity, the selfishness. Jesus. Let's get to some more positive news. I was on TMZ, y'all. Oh, yes. I was on TMZ. It was fantastic. They and a lot of that is actually because of y'all. And this is why I have to say thank you so much. I actually already posted the video on my channel. So if you haven't seen it, you could check it out. It's, E-Man on TMZ talking Recast T'Challa. But it is there. I am out there, and I pushed them. If you see in the video, you see I pushed them because one of them hosts tried to get a little quick. It was like, well, who can you see is Black Panther? I'm like, hey man, we can see a lot of people. There's a lot of people that could be Black Panther. There's a lot of them that could be T'Challa. But let's not act like, it's so difficult when we don't have zero problem coming up with who could be the next actor for XYZ white role. We have no problem with that. We do that for fun. It ain't never disrespectful, even when the actor dies. So you go check that out. But this is what I'm talking about. And again, shout out to a lot of y'all that, a lot of y'all had DM'd, y'all had added and mentioned TMZ Live. And it was because of y'all support. And a lot, some folks was like, yo, you gotta interview E-Man. Yo, like y'all talking how you gonna talk Recast T'Challa and you're not gonna talk about the brother that started the whole thing? Come on now. Like, again, and it's not trying to be egotistical because it's not about me. But when I do these interviews, I want the message to be maintained. That's the only reason I want to do interviews. It's not for FaceTime. I don't do things for attention. And the only attention I will do is to redirect back to the cause. Yes, put me on there so I can talk about Recast T'Challa. I'm not there to talk about me. I'm not there to talk about how big I am, how good I am. It's not about me. It's about Recast T'Challa. So yes, let's get them interviews. Let's get in front of people so we can keep the message together. So thank y'all so much for adding TMZ Live. Look, they hit me up right. They was like, man, some people kept hitting us up. You want to be on the show? I was like, hell yeah, let's go. Say less. Same thing happened with another interview, which I will post a little later. Shout out to my man Django, Real Django, getting your boy out there on LA. Oh, got a war. Look, y'all, I ain't even posted yet. I'm gonna post it because I just got the video clip from him. I just got it. I just had an interview on a very popular news station on LA's local programming. Kevin Feige waking up eating his Cheerios gonna see my face like this. Like, what up, Kev? Recast T'Challa. What up? You ain't gonna avoid it. You can disagree with it. You can still do your plans, but you're not gonna say that you had no idea about this Recast T'Challa movement. That's what you're not gonna do. I'm gonna be all up in the boy. I'm gonna be on the back of his Cheerio box. Just Recast T'Challa. Yeah. Hi. Yeah. You want some milk? Here goes some milk with your cereal. Yeah. Recast T'Challa. Yeah. I'm gonna be on that coffee pot too. The best part of waking up is recasting T'Challa. Yeah. We gonna be all up in that. Oh, yes. Let's go. Let's go. Woo. Sorry, get a little tingly now. Get a little tingly. You know. Hey, here go another one right here. Boom. Right on the face of Yahoo Entertainment. Recast T'Challa petition calling for Chadwick Boseman's Black Panther character to be recast. Get support from late star's brother. Let me tell y'all something about this right here. You know, a lot of times people say petitions don't work. Petitions, that's stupid. What good is a petition? The petition got us here. The petition got me on TMZ Live. The petition got this thing trending. The petition, y'all support, y'all signatures, that got a head leading article on Yahoo. And this ain't, and let me be very clear, and this is a very important one here. And matter of fact, I'm going to post this in the chat so y'all can have this because I want y'all to have this if y'all ever need some ammo. Take that right there. This article alone on Yahoo, this is not just about Chadwick's brother. It is, but this is actually a full interview with me on the whole movement. It's everything. And the reason why I love this article so much is because I actually sat down with this editor and we had a conversation about the whole recast movement. And there were things she was like, oh my God, I didn't know that. Wait, what? Like, I was like, you know, Derrick Boseman spoke out on this before, right? She was like, what? I was like, I'll send you the receipts. You know, like Chadwick actually told Roland Martin that he wanted us to see the roles and not him. He thought the roles were bigger than him, right? What? No worries. I'll send you the link. It's all in there. Look at this. You see that? You see, she posted the Twitter post. She posted the petition. Story continues. Posted the Roland Martin clip. All of that. Got every word I told her in that article. If you ever need, if you don't feel like talking to nobody, if you don't feel like arguing with nobody, send them this article. If they don't want to read this article, then forget them. It's fine. But this article right here had pretty much every talking point, everything that you could possibly need to understand what Recast T'Challa is all about. It almost brought a tear to my eye that she posted everything as intact. Because, you know, sometimes they might take like 2-3 words and then they'll twist it and then they'll lose the message. No. My girl Susie was on point. Susie got it. Susie understood the assignment. Shout out to Susie. Oh, well, guys, this brings us to the final piece, which, you know, brings me no more joy than to just share that with you. Y'all, we crossed the 45,000 mark. We hit 45,000 and now our new goal is 50. I cannot tell y'all how much this means to me, that a petition that, I mean, when I tell you my goal starting off was like, man, if I can get 1,000 signatures, 1,000, I'd be happy. When we got to 10,000, I was like, yo, I think we got something here. We making moves. We got to 25,000. I was like, oh, shucky ducky now. Oh, yeah. We hit that 30, 40. I was like, oh, come on, sucky now. We got this. Y'all, we are looking at 50,000 signatures. Let me explain something to you. The petition was never made to change Marvel's mind. Now, what they gonna look at a petition for? They don't care. Now, if this hit millions, okay, then they would care. That was not the point. The point of this petition was to get the conversation going. And once the conversation started going, the conversation gets your foot in the door. And once you get that foot in the door, now you can start selling your message. This has been on people.com, Ebony, Atlanta Black Star, The Root, Complex, ABC, Good Morning America, Entertainment Tonight, Entertainment Weekly, CNET. This ain't no tech thing. Yep. It's on CNET, blackenterprise.com. You type in Recast T'Challa, it's everywhere. Ain't no escaping this. That's what that petition does. That's what now over 45,000 supporters can do. Do we have Snyder Cut numbers? No, we don't. But we definitely got more articles. We definitely got more people talking about it. We definitely got more people starting to get on the bandwagon with it. I just want to say thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all so much for spreading this. I appreciate y'all for backing this. I appreciate y'all so much. Even for those that contribute to it. And I told y'all, any contribution you make to the petition, it actually goes towards spreading it. I don't get any money from this. I don't make nothing from none of this. But I can tell you that I have organizations that are excited about Recast T'Challa. We need to hit that 50. That 50 is a golden number. We hit that 50. Big things popping. Big things popping. Y'all don't understand. If we can do all of this with less than like 40,000, imagine what we're gonna do with 50. Do you know how sexy 50,000 sounds? Like just 50,000. 40 is cool. Like, dang, 40,000. Oh, okay. But 50,000. I'm promising y'all this right now. We hit 50,000. It's game over. It's game over. It's game over. I'm telling you this now. Now, I am fully confident we will hit this because I told y'all this is a long-term game. Remember, I told y'all Recast T'Challa is going to get popular, during the 10,000, and then maybe it's going to take a break. But then when it gets, it's going to be in ebbs and flows. It's going to come and go. It's going to come and go. So fully expect that this noise is going to die down, and that's okay. We're going to creep up on them and hit them with the 50, and like a month from now, they're going to be like, dang, this thing is still going? Can't stop, won't stop, baby. Can't stop, won't stop. What you mean? I told you we wasn't going nowhere. Oh, you thought we was a blip? No, we all up in this. Come on now. Whew. Come on with it. All right, let me grab these comments. I'm sorry, I was going on. I'm sorry. Okay, hold on. I think I got it. Storm Shadow, what you got? When I was a boy. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. I had to do the Kingpin. Really. When I was a boy, there were no black superheroes on the big screen. Not until Vanessa showed me what a hero really was. You've embarrassed me in front of Vanessa. Sorry, I don't know. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. All right. As a boy, there were no black superheroes on the big screen. I was happy looking at the smiles of the little black boys and girls and seeing themselves depicted in a powerful, intelligent light and in characters they embody. Yes. That's it. I cannot. I was just telling my wife with her fine. Oh, she sleep too. She sleep. I was just telling her after this watch party. I'm like, I don't do because I don't make no money off of these things. I don't get like a bunch of followers. I don't get like more numbers. I don't go viral or nothing. Like I don't get anything monetarily, physically, nothing from doing watch parties. What I do get is a sense of joy, seeing the joy in the face of the kids. That's it. One of my guys, his son, it was his birthday, and all he wanted was a big Spider-Man No Way Home movie poster. I was like, bro, say less. I dogged the mess out of Sony. I'm like, yo, I need this poster. Like, y'all gotta send me something. Send me something, please. And they did. And my man got his little poster. And the joy on his face. Because it's about the kids. It's always about the kids. Same thing when the Black Panther, when I did the watch party for that. Do you know the size of the cheesy smiles on these kids' faces when they got just the little posters from that? I mean, they was looking at their dad like, Dad, where can I put this? Like, can I put it on my door? Can I put it in my... Like, I be getting goosebumps just thinking of that warm feeling of having a kid have that spark of joy and fulfillment. Just think about how you felt when you found your first hero. Just think about that. And think about what it'd be like if somebody was like, nah, we got to take that away. Sorry, real life happened. And we need real life to get in the way of our fictional storytelling. Sorry about your dreams, kid. We're just going to take this. By the way, that'll be $7.99. $15 for the adult tickets. Yeah. That's what we doing now. Portia G, what you got? Mahershala Ali, Simu Liu both have said that they didn't want to be known as just Blade and Shang-Chi. Same words Chadwick said. No actor does. Most actors don't want to be typecast. Most of them don't want to only be defined as one role. Even Wesley Snipes. We just talked about this a couple lives ago. I played the video. Wesley Snipes was like, I don't walk around down the street as Blade. I don't own that character. Like, he gave his respect and props and was like, all right, other actor, do your thing. You shine. And guess what? We're about to have a legacy started, y'all. The legacy of Wesley Snipes is damaged because Mahershala Ali is now the new recasted Blade. Said no one ever. Who's talking about Wesley Snipes' tarnished legacy as Blade? Because we got Mahershala Ali now. Who? Where? It's all Marvel, right? It's all multiverse if we want to get technical with it. People playing. I'm arguing with people that ain't even here. I'm sorry. Whoop, whoop, whoop. They recasted Willy Wonka. Woo! Multiple times. But Gene Wilder, who was great, iconic. I mean, when I think of Willy Wonka, I think of Gene Wilder. Johnny Depp, now Timothy Chalamet. It's all in the same universe, same franchise. I don't know, whatever you want to call it, whatever technicality you want to throw in there. I ain't seen not one person blink. Not one person, not 1 ounce of outrage. Nothing. Gene Wilder is gone. Rest in peace. I don't hear nobody saying, but nobody but Gene. Why don't y'all keep that same energy? So it's cool for us to let the white popular characters grow and flourish and keep on being. But when it comes to the black ones, and I get it, we have an emotional attachment. We just can't let that grow. We can't let it go, and we can't let it grow. Ooh. Come on, y'all. Come on. Please. Oh. Can't nobody be Jackie Robinson? Nobody can be Thurgood Marshall? Ever? We can't get a James Brown at all? Lifetime would have a fit. What? Man. Oh. Come on. Y'all come with too many facts. I'm sorry. Y'all, I wasn't prepared for these facts. But Robin's legacy is tarnished because Will Smith is going to be recast as the genie. Said no one ever. I'm sleepy. All right. I'm sorry, replay gang. I'm mad. I'm sorry this went on so long. I'm sorry. Whew. Y'all, I appreciate y'all so much. Let's get this to 50,000. I'm telling you, when this hits 50,000, it's gonna trend again. I'm prophesizing this. I'm letting y'all know this right now. We get this to 50,000, it's gonna be in all the news all over again. All over. Let's get there. Push it. We gonna make this happen. And we not gonna let nobody let anybody say anything. I'm telling y'all, don't argue with them about all recasting. Don't argue about them about the story needs to continue. Don't argue about them with nothing. Ask them about the kids. You don't argue about kids. That's all you got to tell them. What about the kids? What you gonna tell them kids? I literally just had a coworker come up and tell me that her white grandson, all he wanted to be for Halloween was King T'Challa. What? I don't even know what to say about that. I was just like, well, all right. Dre Mac, what you got? My son is on the spectrum, and he loves T'Challa and cried when Chadwick passed. He even named his dog T'Challa, recast T'Challa. See, like, I don't want your son to have to relive that in any form. It doesn't matter if it's on screen, off screen. I don't want your son to go through that. Why? Why would you bring your kids to that? Why? Oh, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Waleed, do you think they are too deep in the script? I'm sorry. I did not. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I didn't. Hold on. I'm sorry. I did not mean to laugh like that. Hold on. Let me get something for you. Hold on, because I want to. The valid question. This is a valid question. It really is. In post-production, there have already been, and this was all the way in July, 5 versions of the script. 5. That was 5 versions. Okay. 5 versions of the script. And they already were talking about changing the ending. Marvel changes stuff at every point of production. There's no such thing as too deep in the script, because the script changes when they have to. I'll give you all the receipts, and I'll give you the examples. You can Google these if you like. And I'll leave this up for people to see. Marvel will literally change the entire story of Spider-Man No Way Home. Whatever you saw in theaters for Spider-Man No Way Home is not what the movie was supposed to be. That was while they were already shooting. And Marvel said, stop, change the script, and they changed the whole movie. WandaVision. TV series, they shoot them the same way as the movies with the same budget and the same crew. They changed the ending. Kevin Feige is on record saying this. He took out Doctor Strange at the very end. He took him out. This is why this was in post-production. That means it was done. They were done shooting. And in the editing phase, they were like, you know what? Take that big old character out. Take him out. They changed. Marvel can do whatever they want. Whatever. They can do whatever they want. I promise y'all they can do whatever they want. There's no such thing. They have $1 billion to just do whatever they want. And this is fiction we're talking about. please don't feel like this is something that they're in a corner and they have no other choice to do. They can do whatever they want. Anything. Thank you for your support and your question. Big Bo, they're going to kill off T'Challa using Chadwick Boseman's real life death as an emotional ploy, and that just doesn't sit well with me. Doesn't sit well with me either. And I'm not, I always want to reemphasize this. I'm not assigning any negative malintent on their part. I think Marvel is doing what they think is best. Recast T'Challa is just saying whatever your story y'all want to tell, avoid killing him off in any capacity. Avoid putting that real life trauma into the story. Just avoid that. That's like saying I got a multiverse of infinite possibilities, and I'm saying, hey, whatever you do, can we not go to like that world? Let's just not go to that world. You still got that other, you got infinity -1. You mean to tell me they ain't got no options with infinity -1? Infinity -1. I'm not the math quiz. I'm not a math whiz here. That sounds like a big number. Infinity -1. And we're being unreasonable? We make it sound awful to recast T'Challa? All the time. All the time. I know some people don't follow the news as close as we do, and I get it. They change all the time. Every time. MG. Multiverse and time travel in the MCU, but Feige can't find a younger T'Challa fresh out of the college or something. That's another option right there. Infinity -1. Nicole, been enjoying quietly recast T'Challa. I appreciate you, Nicole. You ain't been that quiet. I see you. I've been seeing you. I've been seeing the comments, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. That was only since July. Who knows how many more there have been since then? Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, y'all, it's late. I appreciate y'all so much. I'm starving. I haven't eaten like all day. Oh, and I gotta get cracking on I gotta do the No Way Home review for y'all. I apologize for being late. I gotta post the interview for y'all too. As I said, I don't think we're gonna do our family vacation, unfortunately. So I will be here, I'm assuming, on Wednesday and Friday. So we will do our lives. If something changes, if I can't do it, I'll let y'all know. But yeah, I think right now we can kind of keep things on schedule. So yeah, Hawkeye is coming out Friday. That's the season finale. We got to check that out, of course, see what's going to go down. And then next Friday, I want to say that ain't Christmas, is it? No, Christmas it's on Saturday. Oh, it's Christmas Eve. Okay, so I don't know. We'll see what we do. I don't know. We'll see what we do. Y'all. Hold on. Okay, no, that's not the last Friday. I was gonna say I don't think you could do. Oh my God, did y'all realize this? The last Friday is New Year's Eve. That's an After Dark special. Okay, now I'm not promising nothing. Because I don't know if the wife has anything planned or not. I don't know. All I'm saying is I think it'd be pretty dope if we brought in the New Year E-Man After Dark. I'm just saying. I think that'd be pretty dope. I don't know. Let me grab this and then we gonna bounce. They should focus BP2 on the tone during the blip. Bring T'Challa back in the end. This will give him more time to find an adequate recast. Facts on facts. And I want to make that a video to show people what that'll look like. Again, I need time. Thank you for that. Waleed, check your DM and IG. I don't think you gonna love what I send you, but it's about Black Panther, and sorry in advance. Oh, okay. Maybe. All right, thank you. Appreciate you. One way or another. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much. I will see y'all hopefully on Wednesday. If not, make sure y'all following me just in case so you don't miss out whenever I'm doing anything. I'll always keep y'all up to date on stuff. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for supporting the channel. Thank you so much for supporting Recast T'Challa. Continue to go out there with love, respect, and civility. Don't let them I will fight for y'all. Okay, I'm telling you, I will fight for y'all, but please don't make my job harder. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will fight for y'all, and I don't want nobody talking negative about y'all, because we're gonna win this with positivity. Every great movement that has lasted in history, the biggest, most transformative things have been won out of love. All of them. Some things went out of war, but war begets more war, violence, and it's ugly, but it's usually love and positivity that really wins the most biggest transformative events in world history. And we gonna get there with Recast T'Challa. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe. Have a great weekend.